Okay, we're crooked.
Woo, 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 woo.
We are live early.
Yeah.
Without any reminders from.
That's okay.
We might reminders for you. We got reminders from other people.
We might only have 2 people live.
We have
That's fine.
0 people live.
That's okay. So, yeah, and this is also people. Hundreds of people still watch this after.
Hi, cool people that can't watch live. We love you.
Yeah, there's a lot of people that do watch these videos.
We gotta scoot this table
that don't
closer.
watch live. Here we go.
Hi, Michael.
Wow. Okay, Popeye. We're gonna build a kit tonight. Tonight's a big night. We're gonna hopefully, knock on wood, mount the motor.
No. New tripod. Trying it out.
Not
working.
new.
Well, it's
Different.
different for the stream. Just thought I'd try this other tripod we had lying around. It doesn't go screek.
So, I highly doubt anyone would be watching this for the first time ever, but, you know, we're husband-wife team building I'm building a kit truck crawler.
I am supporting.
We gotta have someone read comments.
Someone has
and
to read the comments.
hang out with everybody.
Yeah.
Because we're early tonight, we're just hanging out for like 5 minutes. Abby and I were literally just sitting here like we're ready to go. I would like to start building this. So we decided to go live and just hang out with a few early people that show up.
Let's see, who's here? Corey, Michael, Midget Man, Dave, Mick, Jacob, Alan, Red Girl.
Yeah, what's up? Thank you. Sorry for being early, but I mean, we just decided to...
Red.
We're not going to start building until 9:30 at least.
Joe,
We're just going to hang out
Joe?
with you guys. Kind of a cool little opportunity to hang out with a few people.
It's like looking up our nose.
It'll get switched. We'll switch it around when I start building. And then, I mean, people could tell me if I have any bats in the cave.
Makes me look like I have 20 chins. Like,
It's okay. It's okay. If we look this good with the camera down, imagine how good we would look if the camera was up. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
Kevin. Jim.
Yeah, good to see you guys. Thank you. How's your weekend going? Today is Saturday.
How was your Christmas?
Yeah.
We haven't seen
Well,
you
we'll
guys
talk
since
about that in the
Christmas.
live. Remember, this was the big thing.
Don't tell us how your Christmas
Don't
was
tell
yet.
us what you got or what you did for other people yet. We want to talk about that later. Yeah, we had a pretty good Christmas. Actually, it was kind of weird. You know,
It was a rough Christmas.
it was rough. Social media.
Let's be honest.
If you saw us on
It was a
social
rough
media,
Christmas.
happy family Christmas picture. But in reality, what happened? Amelia was a little backed up, and so it was a very stressful day.
We had a rough Christmas.
We're real people.
Amelia had a rough Christmas.
And we had a rough one, yeah. So definitely didn't go according to plan. But
Although the weather was like 65, so we took Amelia to the park and swung on the swings, and that made
nice.
her feel better and distracted her from being backed up for a little while. But other than that, there's a lot of baby crying.
someone has a whoop race tomorrow. That's going to be fun. Yeah, nice. Corey, hope you do well.
I hate the same camera angle. I hate the camera angle.
You're fine.
I'm not. Hold up.
Okay.
It looks better.
I'm not holding it.
Yes, you are.
You guys are heavy. The more people that tune in, the heavier this gets. So oh my gosh, 27. I'm holding 27 people right now. Okay. Whoa, what just happened? We had an error pop up on the laptop, so that was really weird.
That? It went away.
Nice. Corey's daughter is
I
Amelia.
think I was just hacked.
No, that was weird. We're gonna be on the lookout. Something weird happened on the computer.
I've never seen that before.
You like, let's see, Moody had, he ordered the last $30 drone we did. So apparently we need to,
Muddy.
is it Muddy?
Muddy.
Is it 2 Ds?
Mudie. Muddy.
Okay, so what we're going to do today is build more of our kit. So let's flip the camera around. And this is the page we're starting on. I know actually some people have been following us on the digital PDF download. So if you are, we're on page 26. I didn't even think about that when we started this build.
There's digital PDFs.
Of course. And then it's step 29. We're going to mount the motor. And then hopefully we're going to get into doing the shocks. That is the truck that we're building. What's up, Masked Master? Good to hear from you. And, you know, just our general setup over here, a little cluttered and crazy. Just, you know, for the live thing. And then I've got all my parts here. I try to keep them close by so I can jump to the next step quickly. I do happen to have all the parts already set out for the step that we're on today. So we're jumping in, ready to go. And I think that the shocks are at least mostly all in one bag. Uquel, what's up? And I'm very sorry, I probably said that wrong. There's what we've built so far. Yeah, Raptor, I know. I'm not going to try to read a lot of comments today. I got to stay focused because this sucker has to get built before the end of winter. Okay, which is going to be a huge accomplishment for me. We've got our tools over here. I'm very excited because a friend of the channel and just a good friend in general, Dan, sent me, driver Dan. Hopefully he's home and available to watch
Probably tired.
Because of this build, Dan decided to send me this because I've been using a knife to cut the plastic pieces off. So he got me and really all you guys this really cool tool to trim off the plastic pieces. So that'll make life a lot easier. Very cool. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. That's going to come in very handy.
Raptor said we have plenty of time to get this built. We've been building this for 3 months.
Shush. It's like...
No, this is only our 6th time going live. And we go live almost 2 hours every time. So an hour of that's probably just talking.
This is a very strange little tripod, but you know what you're doing, so.
Wow. I don't know, guys. Don't know about this.
We're going to give it a shot. If not, we've got the other one handy. New little baby tripod here.
Oh, look at that.
Oh, yeah, I like the
foot.
little locking.
Let's get that foot out of the shot.
Okay.
All right, where are you building, Nate?
I'm going to build in this white space here. So what this is, guys, is just a roll of cheap paper you can buy. And it's like old newspaper without the print on it. And so it makes it nice for you guys to see with the high contrast. You know, so that way, instead of the dark wood that the table is, you can see the black parts. So that's what's going on here. We've got it taped down. So that's the reason we have that.
Well, it is 9:30. Okay, the official start time of live.
Let's do this. So what we're doing is we're mounting the motor to what we've built so far on the entire chassis. And that's going to be interesting because, you know, this is my first kit build. So to add, right now we've got the steering servo on there, as you can see. And to add a motor to a kit build, this is the first time I will have ever done this. So I've got my motor down here. This is what we're going to install. It's a 540 size, 35T brushed motor. Make sure everyone can see that. All this stuff we picked up at a hobby shop. And if this goes well and it actually runs,
hey, AB.
I think we're going to try to do more kit builds and maybe like airplane builds and stuff in the future. I don't know. But I really enjoy doing this live build with you guys over on our vlog channel because it's just a more realistic number to talk to. Like right now we only have 27 people watching live. That's perfect because Abby and I want to be able to spend time and talk to you. If we did this on our main channel, it might be 1,000 people or so in here and we just couldn't keep up. So
hey Gus, Jim Sen RC.
We're just gonna
He's building a Tamiya kit while watching us build the BOM.
That's cool. Yeah, okay. I love knowing what you guys are working on.
Yeah.
I love it when people are working on stuff while we are too. That's
what are you doing, guys? Yeah. What are you doing?
We're installing the 35T motor here. This is a brushed motor. Crawlers love brushed motors. That's really one of the only times most people would even want a brushed motor if they had the choice between brushed and brushless. Crawlers. Now, I want to hear from you guys. Why would you want to use a brushed motor versus brushless in a crawler? It's for first of all, they are cheap and that's awesome, but you've got a lot more low-end torque, right?
I gotta help the dog.
Yeah, that's okay. Papa needs his toy. Why else would you want a brushed motor in a rig like this? Ooh, nice. Someone's converting their Arma buggy to a brushless. That's, again, I'm going to say Moody.
He said either.
Okay.
So apparently he doesn't know how to pronounce it.
Okay.
Just kidding, just kidding. I like Muddy Quattros.
Yep.
Working on the TF2, says JM.
Literally the only thing in there.
Hi, Dan Whitaker.
Is that motor. I like that it comes with the bullet plugs already on there. That's nice. Wires are already soldered in. $14 motor. Very cool. Plus tax. Okay, we've got I intentionally didn't pull these off of here.
Dave is working on building a sandwich.
Ooh, I'm jealous. Actually, I had the world's best sandwich today at Fat Patty's with some good friends.
Dan, I'm glad you got your stickers. I'm sorry for all those who got stickers on our first live stream. Sorry it took me that long to send them out.
You know what? I was hoping there would be some
slow.
Big nasty pieces of plastic on here to clip off because but it was a pretty clean break. So let's see how close can this shave down.
Hey, Warwick. Hey, Jeremy.
There's a little bit.
Who Jeremy got in Otter, Horizon Otter, the plane.
Oh.
Twin Otter, right?
That's what the twin. Get one.
Yeah, it looks so cool.
It looks really good.
Don't they have like a deal on them right now?
I don't think the Otter has a deal, but there is a twin engine plane or a twin
It's like
motor.
you get a battery, and it's like a really expensive battery.
It's like a $90 battery.
Yeah.
It's a really good deal. And they have updated landing gear on it. I can't remember the name of it, but it's orange and white, if that helps. We've kind of been all over the place on our channel lately. We're not really doing like plane week or truck week. Or just...
Well, with the weather lately, it's hard to just do straight one thing.
Yeah.
Because one day it'll be nice and calm, and the next day it might be nice but super windy, and then the next it might be rainy. So it's just hard to commit to a whole week of just one type of RC.
Nice. We nailed that. Okay, this is going to be interesting for me to know exactly which number to line this up to. There are numbers around the circle, and I am sure that it does matter. I think we have to go with, I believe it's 13. Yeah, it's a 13, so at least that's what it says in the instructions. So that's what we're going to do. Let's make sure we get this lined up right. Now this is where I get a little quiet and I focus on the
chat
build.
Seems quiet tonight. We only have 45 people in here.
It's locked on 27 on the...
on that, but here it says 45 on our actual live. Now it's 44.
There you go. That's fine.
Thanks a lot, whoever left.
That's okay.
I'm
That's
joking.
Okay. They probably were like,
I'm joking. I didn't announce it anywhere today.
We thought tonight might be a little bit shorter and just very casual. We've had a very busy day. I have to prop up a little bit here. Sit on my knee so I can see the instructions a little better. I had them closer the last time.
There's driver Dan.
What's up, Dan? Shout out to the new tool. I want to thank you
It wasn't
very much.
about me staying awake, Dan. It was about me remembering that we were supposed to go live after we put Amelia down for the night. Sometimes after a full day and you put your kiddo to bed, you just like take a minute and you relax, right? And then you forget about everything that you said you were going to do once the kid went to sleep and nothing gets done. But yeah, thanks, Dan, for the reminder. Nate, I don't know if anybody else sent you a reminder.
Yeah, I had some friends.
Michael.
Yeah.
Michael and Jen. Popeye is very demanding of my attention right now.
He just wants to play, doesn't he? Well, we had friends stop by today, and they played with Popeye a lot. And when he gets in playing mode, he doesn't get out of it for a couple days.
Warwick said the number refers to the tooth count.
Makes sense.
Okay.
Well then.
Regarding your question, this is A.B. Olson. Regarding your question of brush versus brushless for crawlers, it depends if running a censored brushless setup. That's what I prefer, smooth as butter. Does that help with anything? I wasn't sure what you were asking. So,
he said, what does he prefer? Brushless?
Censored brushless.
Yeah, okay. All right. I don't think we have a single crawler with a brushless setup in it, do we? No, I don't think we do. Because we tend to go ready to run. And I don't think we have any ready to run brushless crawlers.
Midget Man, at least this time no one is hating on your fireplace. Stan Brewer is not here yet.
I don't understand that.
He's just
the fireplace is back there, isn't it?
He was just messing with us. He's a good guy.
Okay, let's get this lined up.
Dan says that he spent 12 hours in the car with kids today.
Yeah, we all feel really bad for you.
No, we don't, because you just had a really good last couple of weeks. Hey, Stacy, what's up? Good to have you here. Have you ever done a top 10 on ground vehicles you actually own? I can't find one, just a thought. Perhaps others would like to know as well. So we did it a little bit different this year. We did a few videos. And for trucks, we did our top 5. Was it top 5 bashers?
Maybe top 3. It was a smaller number.
And then we did, I think, top 3 crawlers. I'll find those videos right now for you, and I'll link them. So yeah, this year instead of doing like a top RCs of all time, sorry, I can't talk. We kind of broke it down into different categories and did a lot of videos. So like we did top 3 boats and top jets, and here's our basher one. Let me link this to you to help. Who asks that?
I just want to be sure I'm getting this.
Tasno.
Oh, I see. Well, this is cool. There's a little chart, and they're right. They're saying
top basher video right there. Top 5.
So there's a little chart. Someone said based on the tooth count of your motor, that's or of your pinion, which is over here. That's where you put the.
Yep.
You can also put it in a. There's a high and low gear ratio.
Top crawlers there.
Well, that's cool.
Top 3 crawler video was that second one I just linked.
This is probably 13. Right? Oh, I want to count this.
Top 5 Arma. What would our top 5 Arma list be as of right now?
Geez. It has to be something we own, right? Like it can't be.
I mean, the infraction looks cool. We don't own the infraction. We don't own the limitless.
I would put the infraction up there because it's so awesome.
But the Crane 6S was a lot of fun. Great flying yesterday, by the way, cool. Abby. That plane looked like a ton of fun.
Oh man!
Yeah, thanks, Abby. It was fun. It was fun.
I want to go fly it again tomorrow.
Like anybody, if I can do that, anybody can do that, because I've never seen the safe switch be so responsive so quickly. Like, I don't know. That's what made it fun for me, because there was literally no worries. And Nate, I don't know how you crashed it as much as you did.
I was really pushing myself.
It's like you wanted to crash it.
I just like to fly low and fast, and it doesn't bother me. I knew it was durable, so I knew I was good. And if it did break, like a little dime of hot glue and you're back in the air. I mean,
Ryan West has a good question, and I'm going to let you answer it.
Oh, okay.
What's the deal with the 2 Arma granites? Are they brushless 4x4s? I've been kind of looking into one of them, but hadn't saw where you guys reviewed them.
Really fast.
Turn around. There we go.
Yeah,
he's talking about these.
These are out of stock now because they were just they were hot Christmas items. I said, you know what? I want to do like a throwback.
That's what he's talking about.
Abby and I. We used to do the Iron Track Spathers when we started the channel 7 years ago. And so I said, I want to buy a couple cheap trucks.
Hold the phone.
I want to buy a couple cheap trucks that we can just run together off camera. And so I just settled on those. You know, the brushless was almost $100 more. So, just fun. 2 different colors. We can run them together. They look good there. We haven't
run them yet.
No, we keep getting busy with stuff like live kit builds.
I think they're going to be like decorative pieces. That's what's happened. At least that's what I've made of them. We kind of redid our space. We're still redoing it. Like, I was working on my desk the other day. What do you guys think? I need some shelves up there, but just decided to go straight RC. Well, let me know what you think. I'm going to turn the camera back around on Nate's hands.
Well, I'm installing the pinion gear here, and I've got to use this little baby set screw to get in there, and I'm going to use Loctite, but first I need to know how far to set it in. So that's a big distance there where it could sit in place. So first I'm just going to get the pieces kind of loose fit, and then I will go back and put some blue Loctite in there, which I actually have to go get.
Are those stands Hobby Park stands? Who asked that?
Yeah, you could find them. Those are nice stands.
Who asked that? Where did that question
go? Those are like $15.
Someone asked that.
And we finally bought some. We were like, you know what? We don't own any of these. Let's try them out.
Okay, I gotta find them.
We want to buy more.
I think they were like $15, and then I think they make some that are a little bit more expensive, and they might be full metal.
There's one that's like $5 more.
Yeah, here's the one. I'll just link the black one. Yeah, Duratrax Pit Tech stand.
We like it. We like it a lot. Okay, so I did snug that down, but not so much that I can't loosen it and stuff. And that's just a guess to where that's going to sit. So here we have our motor mount. That's pretty cool. And we've got this cap to go over. I've already got the screws set out in the bag there. So I think it's time to go ahead and dry fit and line this up.
Stacy said definitely use Loctite. Made that mistake recently. I had to get a new spur gear after I ripped it when it came loose.
Ah, yeah, Loctite, metal and metal. I probably forget that too, but I have people watching me to remind me, so it comes in handy. Okay, make sure this is lined up well. I've just got to take a close look here. I don't want to miss anything, and I may have even... I think I just... Okay, 3x8s hold this in.
They're all just sitting in chat talking about Dan's trip.
Oh, that's cool. Good.
Dan got to go to Disney for like the last 2 weeks. Yeah, pretty jealous. He got to see the Star Wars park, the Toy Story park, but we got to see Toy Story last year.
We have seen the Toy Story park. It was pretty cool.
Still we didn't get to ride Slinky though, because that was Prego.
America.
Oh, Nate was talking about these a minute ago. Oh, okay. Hey, Kevin, thanks. Thank you. Appreciate you. Hi, John Chalker from Waterbury, Connecticut.
Hey, Kevin, I will ask you this. If we could do another kit build, a live kit build, after this one is done, and that might take 6 more months, I don't know.
Or a whole year.
What would your vote be? Another crawler?
Hey, Randall.
A basher? Maybe even an airplane? Heck, maybe even a race drone.
Yeah, they worked well, Dan.
Yeah, I like it. They shave off pretty close. Much closer than I could get with anything I
I appreciate you thinking about my husband's fingers.
Yeah.
And safety.
Gary says a sailboat. No. Yeah, Stacy, you know, we do really want to get into race drones a little bit more. Actually, a lot. I've been kind of dying to get back out there, so.
Axial Capra, but we have the ready to run.
I know. That was the point of getting the ready to run. I want to make sure I get this right. I don't know exactly where it seats in.
Waiting for Kevin to respond. Haven't heard anything from him yet.
Okay, that's fine. It looks like I think I see exactly where this sits. I just got to make sure I get it lined up right and actually get it there.
Use Spark Talk. I think that's how you separate that name. He bought a green Ford F100.
Ooh, nice. And how do you like it? Please tell us. Honest feedback time. We would love.
Usually on the SCX 10s, you know, you need better tires. But
it depends.
I like it.
It depends how you want to run it.
Someone said a Stampede kit, even though it's Traxxas.
That's okay. I mean, we're still open-minded to that stuff. Okay. How does that stay in place? I thought there was a screw that held that motor mount in, but I don't see it. It doesn't just
Kevin
sit there.
said, whatever you guys decide is great with me. I watched a 4-year-old video yesterday of you guys with a flying RC car. I laughed so hard.
You know what? I watched the flying tank RC. YouTube recommended it to me, and I was like,
our video?
Yeah, our video. Remember
We had a flying tank.
Do you remember the transforming tank? The
No.
FPV? Yeah, it was a weird little thing.
That's funny.
It was fun to watch because I even looked a lot skinnier in that and stuff than I am now.
You look skinny.
You
are skinny.
I know. I just look skinnier. Well, that looks like it lines up well, guys.
Did you guys notice that Nathan looks different from the video we posted tonight? Shorter beard, shorter hair, looking good. You're looking at yourself on screen.
Yeah.
I cut his
hair.
Well,
this is sitting in here. I think that by putting this over, that's what's going to hold the whole thing in place. I thought there'd be a screw that went into the bottom of this motor mount, but I don't think so.
What do you need help with?
I don't know. I thought there'd be a screw that went into the bottom of this motor mount to hold it in place, but it doesn't look that way. So I think this just sitting on top of it holds it in because it's such a snug fit. Yeah, I think I'm right about that. So, you know, learning experience. I'm just trying to take it at a good pace here and not mess anything up major, like forgetting Loctite. Let me go get that really fast because that lines up well. So, blue Loctite. Abby, I'll be right back.
In the red tube?
In the red tube. Excuse me. Okay, I'm going
What do you want me to do?
I'm going.
He's
I'm
great.
getting-
Don't fall on me. If only you guys could see that. Yeah, I definitely use this tool from Dan to trim Nate up for sure. It would be so scary. I bet it would do a good job. Let's see, what's people saying? Use a piece of paper between to set the gear distance to the spur. That's what Stacy said.
Yeah, that's good.
Randall says he always uses the paper trick.
Okay, let me get a piece. I've got some right here.
Almost missed those comments. Hey, Sean. Now that people are saying you should build the race drone.
Wow, that would be a really big challenge. I know that I could do the electronics and build the frame and stuff. I feel like that part would be faster than building this crawler kit. Correct me if I'm wrong,
Hey,
Stacey,
Daniel.
but don't you think that it would be much faster to build a race drone frame than, say, this, for example? And then, you know,
Scott.
programming it on Betaflight is where I would need everybody's help, because I'll be the first to admit I still feel so confused when it comes to Betaflight and stuff. I understand some of the basics, but I just feel what's up.
I'm just trying. Someone asked a question.
Okay.
What mod is the spur and pinion? Paper can be a bit thick for the small tooth stuff.
Well, I can tell you this is like a newspaper paper, if that makes a difference.
The thickness of a newspaper.
So I feel like
what
that's
newspaper
good.
uses.
This is just a blank sheet of newspaper that we bought a giant roll of for 50 cents at our local newspaper. It's just like the end they cut off.
Tip on putting Loctite on is to put a small amount on a plastic bag and then just slightly roll a screw in it, says Stacy.
Tip.
Randall, build a no prep drag car out of a short course track.
Oh, that'd be fun.
Stacy says it's faster to build a drone.
Yes. Okay. All right. I want your help, guys.
RC Mask says you can't. You have to build the sailboat. You promised.
Oh, I'm gonna do that off camera because I'm gonna mess something up. I know. Okay, let's do this trick here. I'll do the Loctite after we take a look at the distance.
Hey, John.
So what you guys are saying, right? I've seen this done. I just want to make sure we're doing it right. We take our strip of paper and we then feed it through our gears. And based on how it comes out looking is the result of the distance, right? So let's do that. There we go.
You guys just made a very pretty piece of paper.
Mm-hmm. You guys tell me, based on how that looks, hopefully you can see it well.
Looks good to me.
What do you think? Distance good? I'm going to wait on... I know, I get pinion gears and all the gears names messed. Yeah, I think it looks good.
Fine. 48.
So it didn't not crinkle it, but it also didn't tear into it. So I think that looks good. Yeah.
Got 2 looks good.
There's
Got
3, 4. Yeah, let's do it. Yeah, okay.
I want to keep that little piece of paper.
Oh, that's all yours.
I'm going to decorate our Christmas tree next year with that. Look at that. Oh, it looks good.
I think we're good.
That's a
there.
good little piece of paper.
Everything lines up nicely. Now I got to be delicate while moving through here.
Spur is the large one, pinion's the small one. Thanks, Stacy.
That is exactly right. But you know what? When you're talking about them in the moment, it can get a little confusing. Just, things, names of
Balsa
things.
plane kit, Daniel says.
You know what? That would be really fun. But also, you think this kit's taking me a while?
How many Dans are in this chat right now? I think 3. Got Dan, and Daniel. Where's the Jans tonight?
We didn't make a big announcement.
I know. Gary, I just got here and said, I always wonder how they make the edges on a paper plate.
That's it.
Right there. It's so funny.
So this is my method for Loctite. I always do this.
Too low.
I don't know that it's definitely not the best way, but when I got my last tube of Loctite, I cut that tip off just a little too far down. But what I tend to do is hold the set screw on the tip of the driver, and then my Loctite is getting low, I forgot. And then I let 1 drop fall on it.
Hey, Bobby.
Just about like that, because that's all you really need. And then once that gets worked, once you just start that with that little blue drop on the tip, once that starts getting down into the threads in whatever you're putting this in, it tends to always hold well. So, yep, that's how you do things on camera. There goes my set screw.
Oh. Just turn it upside down, it'll fall out.
Well, it may have just fallen through.
Nope.
Yeah, that's okay. Let's pull this out. We'll make sure everything's all lined up well.
Then you're gonna have to do the paper again.
Yeah, I know. I know. That's just what happens when you're building live. I'm a little distracted. And let's face it, that happens to anybody, right?
Thanks, John. We have a wonderful family and he loves Papa.
Oh, thank you. Everybody be quiet.
It takes 3 months to build a crawler kit. A good old-fashioned balsa kit would take years. No offense.
Yep.
Gus.
That's it. You're right.
You built a balsa kit? Well, are they talking about like where
Totally
you actually
kit,
have
yeah.
to
Every
glue the
single
wood
frame
piece
yeah.
together?
Yeah. I'm not, see, I mean, I know where my weaknesses are, my things that I'm not good at, and I'm not afraid to admit when I would be bad at something. I respect anybody that can build a balsa kit and enjoy it. You know, I would enjoy it, but having a YouTube channel is kind of my balsa kit, right? That's where our time is invested.
Should the 2 screws going into the motor through motor plate have Loctite?
I don't think so, because it's all plastic, so I think that's going to be enough to hold it.
Stacy said yes.
Okay, I can do it, but I probably wouldn't have without that comment there. So notice Stacy has been having some fun with ground vehicles on his channel.
Don't Loctite the motor. Have had too many issues with that, says AB.
But I do need to Loctite my pinion gear for sure. Okay. Let's try this one more time. Jeez, I can't believe I did that.
You may like hold my hand under it?
No, I'll get it this time.
Do you have to check the paper again?
I will, but I'm going to go ahead and put the set screw in.
But then what if it's wrong?
It's fine. It's not like it's super glue.
Yes, Loctite the pinion.
Yeah, for sure. You know, I thought it was going to stay on the tip of the drive here when I set that in there. I know that's not the best angle for you guys, but I got to get that in there. And I'll keep it a little, I mean, I'm going to snug it right down actually. And then we'll do the mesh test one more time. Get that nice and snug, because I'm hoping it looks like it's all lined up the way we had it last time. Let's do the mesh test one more time, everybody. Let's find out if we got it.
We're making more Christmas decorations. There we go.
Don't have to do the whole thing. There we go. It fell loose, so that's not good. Why did that? Oh, that's because this is not secured in, so it got a little loose. So I'm going to hold it in place. Abby, will you pull the mesh gear, or mesh gear, the spur gear, please?
What do I do?
Just roll it. Yeah, other way.
That way.
Hang on,
okay.
nice and slow. Go ahead. Okay, cool. Good job.
Your hand was in the way.
A little tight there, but that's because I think I was pressing down on that. So without my hand pressure, I think it would have been not quite so tight. But that looks pretty good. It didn't rip through it or anything. Looks lined up nicely. So let's go ahead and put the...
This one was better.
Yeah. Okay, let's do this. That looks pretty good. Feels good. Sounds good. Nice. Let's see how this lines up now. Yeah, there's a little groove that this slides into, and voila. Now we just use a couple of these.
Wait, so
wrench
how's the motor
bolts.
sitting in there?
There's just that motor mount, that piece of plastic that I put it in. Just like, see the instructions
With
right there?
one screw?
Right now, there's no screws holding it in, except for that little tiny set screw. So what's going to happen is I'm going to put a couple screws in here. See, this little sheet thing, this little bracket cap went over the motor mount right there, and that's going to be screwed in place. And because it was that perfect little groove that held that in place, that'll be nice and tight.
Raptor, we are on page 26, step 29
Mounting
on the
the motor.
build, mounting the motor in, which is awesome. Nate is doing a good job.
Wasn't sure that I'd ever see
Hey,
this
there's
snow.
the Jan clan. Well, at least Jan number 1.
Cool.
Where's Jan number 2 tonight? We were talking about you, Jan. Hey, Nick.
I'm gonna have this tool wore out by the time we're done here. Let's make sure we're all lined up. I'll flip this around so you guys can see too.
How many steps are there?
There are a lot.
There's a lot.
There's a lot to do in a kit build. It's something I've always wanted to do. I don't know.
Everybody's a Jan Dan.
I don't know if I'd ever do this not in the winter time. Like if I had the choice of building or flying or driving, I think I'd always go with flying or driving. But because it's winter time, it's cold out, it's raining out, the weather's not great, pretty sure I think I'm always going to have one sitting on the sidelines that I can work on. Because this has been an awesome learning experience. And now I know that if we had an issue with any of our ready to runs, I could take it apart and, you know, fix things. So it's been pretty cool, at least up to this point. Nice and snug.
So how was everybody's Christmas?
Yeah, let's talk about Christmas stuff.
What did you get? What
Cool?
did you do? How was it?
So we know where Dan went.
Dan went to Disney. Did y'all do a cruise or was it just
I can't
Disney
believe there were
World?
60 people in
Did
here.
you all? Did they do a cruise or was
I don't
it
think
just
so.
Disney?
Just Disney.
Okay. And good Christmas. Had to work. Darn.
On Christmas Day?
I guess that's what Kevin says.
Oh. Sorry to hear that, Kevin. That should be a good day off for everybody.
Ate,
Unless
drank
you
a
made
lot,
good.
and had fun. Sounds good.
Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna flip this over. There should be one
Oreo!
screw that goes. Oreo!
I was just wondering about you. Glad to have you here.
Okay, I'm not totally
Got my wife a JJRC Bellwether 2 drone for Christmas. Haven't heard of that.
I really hope I didn't miss anything, but there's one screw that goes in.
Oh, I had to work
bottom.
New Year's too. No cruise, says Dan. I wouldn't want to be trapped on a boat with your children. I'm just joking. I'm joking. If you're, I'm just joking. Ah, Randall's sick. Hope you feel better.
I can't really tell where this.
Yeah, Oreo. Nate almost has a real truck right there. It's getting there.
Yeah, isn't this crazy? There's a motor and a servo in there. It's awesome. But what I'm
You're
looking
holding it
for,
really high.
I know, I'm trying to find where this last little
Ooh,
3x12
Stan Rowland got a Gen 8
goes in. There's only one thing that I see,
and
but
a
it
Gen 7 Pro for his son.
doesn't look quite right here, guys. I'm just trying to figure out where this screw goes in the bottom of the chassis. It's not very clear in the instructions, at least not to me. It looks like it almost goes right into the motor, but there's just a bad little image for this one screw.
Ooh, AB got his
weird.
got a Creighton 8S on the 23rd. How do you like it, or do you like it? What do you think of it?
There's a lot of mixed feelings floating around about the good old 8S.
Can you believe how heavy it is?
It's crazy heavy.
I'm kind of asking him, but yeah, crazy. 2 SCX 24s and a Vitera Suburban. You picked up one of those on sale, didn't you? The Suburbans, such a good price. What SCX 24s did you get? Did you go with a deadbolt? What color? I like to know. And was it a Jeep Wrangler? Which one? We like our SCX 24 a lot. Did you see the video with our cardboard course,
Yeah,
Steve?
this is it. I got it. There's only one hole. I just wanted to make sure it served a purpose, and I think it does help hold that motor mount on. So
Real Flight 9, Daniel.
I'm
Is that
making
another Dan?
I'm making a point here because this is one that if anyone's watching that knows exactly what they're doing, this one screw, this one wrench bolt on page 26, step 29, a 3x12 that goes in the bottom. I'm putting it right by what I call like this little pointless tank thing.
What's the instructions say?
It's just a hard spot, okay?
Okay,
It's
just
visually on the
you can't
instructions. Show everyone the instructions really
Okay.
fast too for anyone that's really focused on the build here. This is the one that goes in the bottom. I'm a little bit concerned here, thinking that maybe I'm not getting in the right spot, but I think I am. There's a lot of people like Robert Hip that watches our videos even after the fact if he's not live. I'm hoping he might chime in and just say, yep, Nate, you were right on page 26. So for anyone that's really taking this serious, because I know there's a few guys out there, just let me know. This is where I'm putting it. I think I'm right. I'm 90% sure I'm right.
All right. AB loves his Crate 8S, but
Okay,
he's
you're good.
putting
You can pull that back.
he's putting a new motor in it.
Okay. All right, that's cool. I've seen a couple guys do that. Pretty happy with the results. I think that Abby and I would want, 40 miles an hour out of the box. To us, that feels really fast for something that's as big and heavy as the 8S. But that's cool.
Dan said his wife Kristen and himself are talking about doing another short Disney trip, kid-free trip.
Oh.
Will your parents or whoever watching your kid watch our kid?
Motors
We'll
mounted,
go
guys.
with you.
I'm happy. Motors mounted.
Good.
Very
Let's
cool.
see.
That's a big step.
VTOL.
Someone got a VTOL or that's
No. Someone got a VTOL, I think. Trying to
Okay.
read. Also bought
this.
JJRCM02 VTOL like the
Motors
XK450 Nate Nabby reviewed at the end of last year. Oh no, y'all scrolled the comment up too far. I also bought that the day they reviewed it, never flown before.
I'm going to
Still
jump ahead.
learning.
John, on the X-Max, no, but parts are on the way.
Rich, you guys at Horizon aren't allowed to buy the SCX24 Jeeps yet. Have like your friend buy it for you, or maybe you get a discount, so then you can't buy it for you because they would know.
You can borrow ours.
Come to
Or no,
Kentucky.
we don't have an SCX20.
Yeah, we do.
We have the Jeep.
We have the
We
white.
got the-
He's talking about the Jeep.
Yeah.
Yeah, we have the white one.
It is awesome. I love that little course.
Yes.
Okay, I'm actually setting the whole thing aside because we have to build the shocks now. So big step here, Abby. We're setting this off to the side.
Bye bye.
See ya.
Let's see. AB said it's a good size pair of batteries. Only thing I've not been a huge fan of on the 8S was the tires.
I love that there's someone from Horizon in here hanging out. Isn't that awesome?
Got a set of
Oh, that's
Louis? Or are you talking? Did you mean to put low C?
that's probably a brand of.
I don't know. Belted tires and all good to go. Okay.
Belted is sweet.
Send a link. Do you have a link? I'll take a look at what tires you got.
I think we have.
Did we fix the X-Max? The parts
So-
are
I already
on the
answered it.
way.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry.
That's
Sorry.
all right.
Sorry. That's why I read the chat.
Yeah. Okay, here's our shock bag E bag.
What Arma 1/8 Arma Mega Buggy? Are you talking about the Typhon? The Typhon? We like our
Yeah,
Typhon, the
we like the
brushless
Typhon.
one.
The
We
brush is
have
nice.
that on our channel.
We have both.
Bobby.
There's actually 3 of them. There's a 4S.
Oops.
Okay.
Well,
We're in the
what's
E-bag.
wrong, Popeye? Did you want to say hi to everybody? Here,
He jumped up here. He's like, what's going on?
say hi to everybody. He just jumped up
He
here.
lost interest in his toy and just wanted to say, hey. He needs a haircut, but we like to leave it longer through the winter because he does go outside to pee and poop and stuff. So gotta have that long fur. Stay warm. He looks like a little baby Chewbacca now.
Oh, what is it? I can't do it.
I can't do it.
You just did it.
Not very well.
You just did it.
That would be a disgrace to Chewbacca.
All right, let's keep reading because I'm behind.
Shocks. This is all the part bags that were in the shocks.
Okay, I'm just scrolling to the bottom. Popeye.
Popeye.
Everybody's happy to see Popeye.
Yeah.
Can you fly a drone on a cruise ship? No.
Oh.
No, you cannot.
What about a micro drone?
Maybe a
No.
micro drone in
Only
your
if you
room.
sneak it
In your
on.
room. Yeah.
I don't think you're allowed though. Like lipo batteries probably aren't supposed to get on the ship.
Abby, tell Nate to take. Tell Nate
I
to
just want
take
to.
a when he's doing the shocks. I think is what he's saying, to make sure there's no air bubbles in
Okay.
the
Makes
shocks.
sense. That makes sense. Okay. I just want to take a minute and say thanks to everyone that's watching. We've got 60 people in here.
Dan
This is an-
Brewer.
Unannounced video and everything, and we didn't make a big deal about going live tonight. It's been like 2 or 3 weeks since we went live, so.
Well, we told you guys on the last live when we were going live.
Yeah, and that's it.
And we told you guys to remind us, and so you guys did.
I just want to say thanks to everybody that's taken the time to hang out with
60
us.
people. It's been like 60 to 65 people.
That's awesome for not having any announcement at all. Besides the previous live video.
So are shocks hard to build, you guys? Because Stacy just said they're fun in quotation marks.
Yeah, I'm a little intimidated by this process. I feel like once I do one, it's going to help a lot to get through the others. It doesn't. I was excited about mounting the motor and a little bit anxious, I guess, about building the shocks. So it doesn't look like a really fun thing to do.
Eric Robinson, I'm back resubbing. Hi guys. Why did you unsub?
Yeah, I think no. I replied to him. It was something about Patreon. Because we were like pushing Patreon a lot, and it's something that maybe we should address. It can be confusing that to get our stickers and stuff, some people thought that it was like had to pay a lot of money to do it, but even at the $5 tier, you can get our stickers.
Yeah.
So that was a touchy subject, but thank you because you're a regular viewer, and it's awesome to know that.
Yeah, if you're ever confused, just ask. So we don't have the best website building skills, so Patreon is the easiest way for us to get our stickers out to people. And so we have a loyalty program because we felt bad because people stayed patrons, but they weren't receiving any like reward, long-term thank yous, especially like our $5 patrons. So we decided to do the loyalty program. So like if you stay a patron, the longer you pay,
let me stop.
Support us, you get more stickers. So if you just pledge $5 for 1 month, you're going to get 3 of our main stickers, and the stickers cost us like 50 cents or more, maybe like 75. It just depends on how many we order, plus then shipping, and
envelopes.
then and sometimes people are overseas, so then it costs more to ship an envelope to them. Not much more, but
we don't make
we don't
anything on the international stuff at the $5, like the first.
Yeah, your first month. So yeah, that's why we that's why our stickers are on Patreon, because it's just the easiest way to do it. And then we wanted to just be able to continue offering rewards, so we made that sticker program.
I hate when people are like, "Oh, we want to reward like credit cards. We'll reward you for a first-time sign-up on a credit card."
Right.
But someone that's had our credit card for 3 years, you don't matter to us.
Yeah.
We wanted to have a way to say thanks continued to our long-term supporters, so that was really important to us.
Okay, let's see.
Got off on a tangent there, but there's a reason we do that. These are stuck in here. These little rubber rings got stuck in this bag, and I'm spending this whole time digging these out.
It's their Duratrax tires. Okay, I'll have to take a look at them after the live.
Okay, finally. It took 5 minutes to take all those rubber rings out of there.
Are you guys watching The Mandalorian? Oreo wants to know.
Oh, yeah. No.
Hold on, before you address that. Dan says get a rag or paper towel in case you spill oil. So why don't you go do that so you don't ruin my table? Although I dented it. I dented it a couple weeks ago. It took a big scuff out of it.
This is our pretty work table.
You'll be a bit intimidated by the shock build. Build one slowly. Put some shock fluid on the shaft before you slide the shaft through the lower seal, says Nick.
Okay, good. I'm going to need those tips, especially as I'm going here.
Hey, baseball card collector. Good to have you here. Shocks aren't bad. Just follow the instructions and take your time. I like to do all 4 at the same time and not one at a time, says Randall.
Okay. Well, I think I'm going to build 1, and then if that goes well, I'll build the 3 together.
AB says that the Gmade shocks are fun, but they work awesome.
Okay, that's good that they are going to hold up, so I'm not wasting my time here. Building these, and I'm going to need more or something.
Yeah, Eric, I wish our he said thanks for clarifying. I wish we had better website skills. We're hoping. We wanted to get through the Kappa apocalypse here. I don't know if y'all know much about Kappa. We went over to our last live stream. It's just it's not even new. It's
Don't
just
get
it's
hung
just
up on
confusing.
it.
Anyways, we kind of wanted to get through that and see how the YouTube algorithm was going to change before we started investing money onto our website and just seeing how things play out. But it seems as of right now, knock on wood,
really
that we're
early into
fine. But we did delete quite a few videos last month. Of like giveaways, old giveaway videos, and
Kids can find those more appealing. So
yeah, and I ended up deleting like 200 videos. And our social, if you all ever go to Social Blade, which is always usually way
That's
off,
stupid.
our Social Blade at one point was like negative 1 million views.
Yeah.
Because I deleted 200 videos, made us negative 1 million views.
All right, Dan, here we go. Here's a plastic piece. This is for Dan Newens here.
Abby, make
Look at
sure
that.
Nate puts some shock oil on the shaft before he puts it through the lower seals.
Okay, thank you.
I already lost who said that, but thanks.
Okay, all right. On the shaft before it goes through the seals. I will.
Make sure
That's
you
pretty smooth,
adjust the
Dan.
shocks and you pump up and down when you get the top seal in, and make sure there are no air bubbles in the shocks. Thank you, John.
Guys, this is going to be a slow process. I just want to get it right. I want to make sure I get these rings on here the right way.
Hey, Holly Hill. Thanks for joining in. He got, so you know, Holly Hill, I showed you his
Yes.
videos.
Oh, by the way, fun videos.
He bought the deadbolt.
Cool.
And then he got, I'm sorry, I can't remember which one it was, but it was another SCX 10.
Wait a second. What time is it there, Holly Hill?
3:20 a.m. He
Oh,
already
man.
said. Yeah. He got another axial, and I saw the other day, and I was like, yay, now that Deadbolt SCX 10 too won't be lonely.
Yeah.
I didn't know if I told you he got a new axial. Hey, Ian from New
Yeah.
Zealand.
Long time viewer.
Ian, you're a patron, right? Have you gotten our stickers? I always worry about our overseas people in getting stickers. I'm sure it takes like 5 years for it to get there. So, when is the Rock Ray making an appearance, Nate? Nick wants to know.
Yeah, okay, right here. And first of all, it's back there. We're super grateful for it. We just had some bad weather, and we had good weather a couple of days, and we took that airplane out. And we kind of had to do that because Horizon was doing a release with that. So we wanted to make sure it was aligned with the release.
Aw, Ian hasn't got stickers yet.
Oh, well, they're all in the mail. Okay, there's a...
I don't like that.
We've got an O-ring on here, and I know this is going slow. I think we're okay to go ahead and make all 4 of those, so I am going to do that. So let's just cut all those off while Abby's looking into something
Yeah,
here.
I just worry about our overseas people because the addresses and...
Addresses are
Ian
different.
has been... Okay, hold on. Ian... How many Ians do we have? Ian...
We know a
Ian... Which Ian are you? Ian, which Ian are you? What's the first initial of your last name?
on Patreon.
On Patreon. Wait, I guess I could just see which Ian's from New Zealand.
Okay, so Dan, if you're watching, I don't know if you can see that little...
Not that one.
There's a little bit of plastic on there, and this does cut them pretty flush. More than anything I
Ian,
have.
you haven't got a single thing of stickers? I've sent you probably... You should have got one back when we first started. I don't like that. Not happy.
We'll send more, though. Okay, let's add O-rings to those, because that's an easy step.
You should have at least gotten 2 envelopes of stickers, Ian. I was worried about you the other day because you're in New Zealand.
We even put international stamps and international stickers. Warwick, I could have swore
I haven't got any stickers since the first lot. Let's see. Well, let's just figure out this sticker thing, guys.
while
Nate
I'm working on this.
works on that.
These O-rings are going on pretty well. I feel like this is just a step I can go ahead and knock out on all of them.
Yeah. Okay, so Warwick, where do you live?
Warwick has been around our channel.
Warwick's in
forever.
New Zealand too.
Maybe our president doesn't like New Zealand.
But he
I
has
don't know.
gotten one. He's
Okay.
gotten 1 envelope.
Okay.
I sent...
All right, the
You
O-rings
probably
are-
have, Warwick, you probably have 2 envelopes coming your way that I shipped in December. So if you haven't gotten anything
In a
in a
week or
couple
so.
weeks,
Even a
both
week.
of you guys from New Zealand, let me know. Hey,
The name is there.
I know, but Robert. Oh my gosh. Hey, Robert.
Oh, because his name is
Captain
different.
Mavic.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Why did the recall on that? I'm so sorry, Robert. I really am. Woo.
Just think Robert California.
Yeah, I guess.
He looks like Robert California. All right, this is done. This is officially step 30 is done, so that's good. We're going to make 2 front shocks and 2 rears. So this is where...
Oh, so Ian has gotten some stickers.
Okay, the caps. I guess those are the caps. Let's set those
So
to the
you got
side.
one when you signed up for Patreon like a while ago. Then second lot, I haven't got anything since you started other rewards. Okay, you both should have, I'm guessing, 2 envelopes
Okay, I
on
need
the
these.
way. Maybe it's on the Chinese boat. It might be.
It could be because it is the slowest, cheapest form of
I mean,
shipping.
it's just an envelope. It's an envelope with like a $1.13 stamp on it or something.
Takes to get an envelope from our house all the way
in the States
in another
to New
country.
Zealand.
Yeah.
Oh, Travis, hey, I'm new here. Have you or do you plan to do an airplane build? Okay, Travis, this is just our vlog channel. I don't know if you're subscribed to our main channel, the RC Sailors. We do lots of airplanes there. If you're talking about like a balsa build or something.
Like a live build is what he's
Live
talking
build? I don't know.
I kind of want to. So, yeah, that's where it's at. This is our first live kit build on anything, but I do want to do more airplanes. I'd like to do them live. It's a good question. Okay, so that's part of our front shock absorber. I gotta get our little E-clips out. Where are they? Yeah. I guess I've got a little bit of a question. Those are 2mm E-rings. No.
So now you're on page 27.
Well, see these little white...
What, 31?
I don't know. This is a little confusing to me. Can you get the camera?
Yeah.
So we have these special little white pieces in a little baggie of their own. And we've got 2 slots, 3 slots, and 4 slots cut out of this ring. This plastic feels like a harder plastic to me than this plastic. This is softer. But as you can see, this black piece has 4 little slots missing, just like the 4 little slots here. I just want to make sure... I don't know. I can't tell the difference between the two, except for the fact that in the front shock absorber, it says to use the one with little 3 slots.
Those are the pistons.
Okay. Makes sense.
It's just Randall said that.
I just want to make sure when it comes to using the one with 4 slots missing like this in the piston, then...
Hey, Mark.
Just want to make sure I'm using the right one, because those are the same thing, really. Same size and everything. Okay, you can set that back down. I got the right one because that's 3. I gotta find my E-clips. Here they are. E-rings.
The different number of holes and size vary the damping
That's gonna be how
of
much
the
fluid
shock.
can go through,
So,
right?
Stacy.
I mean, that makes sense, how much fluid can go through it. So I guess it's a matter of opinion what you would put in there.
Please tell Nate he has the wrong thing. They're not earrings. They're O-rings. These
are the little E-rings.
Be careful with the oil and don't get it on your hands. Wear rubber gloves.
Really?
That's what John says.
You think that shouldn't get on my hands? I've always had shock oil, like, from...
More slots lets
stuff that
the
busts.
fluid pass through faster.
That makes sense, yeah. I should have thought about that before I said anything. But thank you. So, yeah, okay.
May just be a different
I have rubber gloves. I just didn't feel like I
sprue
needed
molding.
them. Okay. The front ones... The front ones are the longer ones, so we're going to do those. Sorry guys, I'm trying to get this right here. We need 75, which is also the longer to there. Save those for the rear. Then we're going to need 2 of these little rings, these little P3 O-rings. 4 of them total. And I've got to get the right things pulled off of this tree here.
Finger oils are hard on rubber parts.
Oh, okay.
Those clips are called C-clips. So far, you're on the right track.
Oh, see, okay. Well, they say,
John says it's toxic.
They say E-rings, but okay, I'll wear rubber gloves when I do that. I don't want to take any risks.
Randall, it lets you tune your shocks, but it means you got to disassemble the shocks over and over again until you get it where you want it. Someone said, I get the shock oil on my hands all the time. Just don't rub your eyes or stick your fingers in your mouth.
That makes sense.
E-clips, someone else said.
Yeah, okay. All right, so number 4. I want to set it left to right, and then here's a 5 on the tree. I assume that's a slightly different part. I really think it is, so.
Usually the different color parts are different as options for the tuning shocks, Nick says.
And then a number 3 on the tree. So I want to show you guys something. Can you show me the instructions?
Uh-huh.
To those that are new, when I'm looking at these parts and I get really confused and overwhelmed, like, you know, when you look at this tree and you're like, oh my gosh, what one do I pull off of here? You look at the model number and it says like GM60079. That's a little confusing. But then over here, bold with a little outline is a number 4. And on this tree are very small numbers. Like here's a 6.
Yeah,
There's a
I can't see that.
4 and a 5. It's hard to see,
Yeah,
but it's there.
what's on the tree.
So that's how I know which one to pull off of there. So right now I'm looking for a number 3, and it's a really tiny number, but that's...
I feel like just finding the parts
It's half the
takes
battle.
the longest.
Yeah, it
Yeah.
is. And I don't like that as part of the live build, because I feel bad. I feel like I slow things down by doing
It's
that.
definitely a big part of it. Takes a while.
It does.
It's like just building a puzzle.
Mm-hmm. Finding the parts.
I like having the truck back there. It's a good little backdrop.
Yeah, yeah. Okay, so this is where Dan's stool comes in handy again. I've got a little plastic piece hanging off of there. Tonight, we might only get the motor mounted and the shocks built, but that's pretty good progress. We'll see, though. We're just kind of hanging out doing super casual building. This couch kills my back.
Yeah, I think after this build, we're buying a new couch setup.
Yeah, I used to love this couch.
It's a comfortable couch to lay on.
Oh, but these, like, if you're taking
Sit
a
for
nap,
long periods is not good.
All right, let's try this. Abby, will you please go get me some rubber gloves? I don't know. Should I?
Let's see what Dan Newen says. Oil is toxic and will be absorbed into your skin. Shouldn't be a big deal if exposure is limited, unless you're allergic.
I don't think I'm allergic, but they say it's toxic. Give me some rubber gloves. Let's do this. I feel like we'll build the front 2.
Will you be able to have enough, will you be able to use your hands good enough?
Well, if other people can do it, I should be able to. Yeah, hope so.
You're going into surgery.
Yeah, I mean, if this is toxic, then
Yeah, if you eat it.
I'm not gonna eat it, but who knows? It might explode. Never done this before. Good.
Oh, these are my last 2.
That's Abby's last 2 gloves. We'll buy more. We've had that box for a
You will
long time.
have to buy me more.
There's-
These even fit you.
Mhm.
All right. What are
Okay.
people saying?
There we go. I don't know. I feel like maybe I wouldn't have to do this, but some people suggested it, so alright. I've gotten shock oil on me before. Not
It doesn't seem necessary.
It's okay. It's okay. Safety first. Getting some comments.
I'm just
That's
laughing
nice.
at
Okay,
one of
let's
the
do
many
this.
hate videos out there.
Put a little bit of oil on here when I put this in. Yeah, alright.
Are there warnings on the bottle?
No,
there's nothing
zero.
on the bottle, so
Nothing.
I'm guessing Nate would be fine, but it's okay.
Will you please get a little bit of toilet paper? I'm going to set the rings on the toilet paper and then put oil on them, please.
I just got.
I know, I should have asked when you were already there.
It's not easy to get up out of this situation here.
I know, the couch sinks. Alright, we're going to build these. We got all the parts set aside to at least do the front 2. I probably should have set the back 2 parts aside, but we'll just do the front 2. I think I'm going to need your guys' help on this, so pay attention. Oh, whoa, whoa, whoa.
That's all we got
Attack
down
of the
here.
throat, baby.
Do you need more?
No, no. Just a little tiny bit. Just a few squares. Okay. Alright, so we got to get some oil on these first, so we're going to put 2 here. Put a little dab of oil on both of them. So they're able to move around. Couple drops, couple drops.
The inventor of petroleum jelly ate a spoonful every day. What? Is that for real, Scott?
Sheath. I don't know.
So are you guys saying Nate doesn't need to wear gloves?
I think.
Oh no. Okay, it glitched for a second. 62 people.
Yeah, watching me build a teeny little micro.
AB says he never does. He lives on the dangerous side.
Yeah, I kind of want to be dangerous right now, but because other people are watching, I
Well,
feel like I should.
If it's too hard to do it, then obviously take the gloves off, because
Yeah.
I don't think you're going to get hurt.
But I want to eat it so bad. I feel like I'm doing this wrong. Like, it shows to stack it like this, but man, it just... It's lined up, but not very well.
What is supposed to go through there?
This.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah. This is going to. And then I guess the threads are going to stick through the bottom some.
Did that go through all of them?
It did.
Wow.
Yeah, it's through all of them. I guess I could have just lined them up on that first and then set it in there, because what's happening is that.
Hey, Michael,
A
got
little
it.
stack.
Amelia is, she's doing all right. She's a little backed up, but we're working through it.
All right, let's try this. You gotta get these threads on here.
We talked about that,
See,
Amelia,
what's
at the
happening?
beginning of the live stream.
All right, those are all on. Okay. That's... I'm trying to do this right. I don't think I can do it in that order. This is the first time I've ever built a shock. Okay, I've replaced shocks already built on an RC, but I've never built one, so I think what I have to do here... how did all those fall off in there?
No.
It's okay, I think I can get it. But
That's not
what just
good.
happened. Oh, come on. That's just a joke, but that's okay.
You should have put your pistons on first.
Yeah. Oh, thanks.
You're late.
All right,
You gotta remember
pistons
they're
are on.
behind. They're behind
Okay,
Nate.
all right. Piston is on, right? Thank you for that, though. I'm
Then
just,
you'll do the next ones right.
yeah.
This is the first one.
Yeah.
It'll get
Piston's
better.
on. I gotta put the little E-clip on, which is impossible with these
Put
gloves.
your pistons. Take the gloves off.
No!
Put your piston on the shaft first, Nate.
Yeah, piston's on, and then the E-clip is going on. And I just need my little... See, I'm just
Stacy
getting-
said, "Told you it's fun."
Yeah. I figured.
I feel like Stacy's probably
blast.
laughing at you.
He's like sitting there on beta flight, a master of beta flight, like, ha ha ha! This is why I tuned in tonight. I knew he was building the shocks.
Someone, Daniel, said that's the reason I buy Ready to Run.
Oh my gosh, yeah, like, let's torture. This building a kit feels like torture right now. Okay, the clip is on. The clip is on. Everybody.
Someone just told you to do what you did.
Yeah, the needle nose pliers.
Yeah.
I love, that's one of the best tips ever. So, the piston is on. The E-clip is on.
Is it E-clip and piston?
Now, can I,
E-clip? What?
I can put, that's fine. I can put this through and all the rings. Now, some of those rings are falling out of the bottom, but I suppose that's okay. Right? I can pull that all the way down. There's all those rings are in there. Not that that has to go all the way down, but here is this now, the cap, which is going to hold all the good stuff in there. That's on. Now, okay. Now is when I would want to put oil in there, the shock oil, but I need to probably wait until I'm ready to put the caps on, right? Eh?
Give it 5 minutes. They'll catch up.
Yeah, okay. So
No,
I
it's
think,
not that behind. Just
I
a
think
few
I
minutes,
could.
few
I think I could
seconds.
just go ahead and
Less
put
than
this
a minute.
in, and then I believe what
Just
I built.
wait a minute
Yeah,
if you're not
fine.
sure.
What
Yes.
I built earlier. So I think I
Yes.
just want to do one so I can cap it off, and then I'll move on. So all the stuff is down. I've pulled that down all the way. This isn't too bad.
Maybe just wait 1 more minute for another.
That's fine. We got this. We're gonna fill this up with oil.
Have everything ready and then put oil in.
Yeah, everything is, the top is ready. Now it says, and I didn't fill it all the way up, it says to move this up and down to remove air bubbles, which is what you guys were talking about. And it wants to be up to the brim, so I've got to actually add a little bit more.
Is there a rubber bladder that goes on before the cap?
Yes, I did that in the first step. Not a bladder, just an O-ring. Let me turn to the next page to look, but I don't think so because I don't see it in parts. I feel stupid wearing these.
Oreo,
things.
take them off.
I'm grateful for the tip, but I don't,
Here.
can you turn the page for me? It's fine. It's just turn the page. I'm going to keep wearing it just for the O-ring.
Oh my gosh.
Just for the O-ring. Just get the very next page. Let's see if
Oh, wait.
But we're not there
Oh,
yet.
okay. It's not official. Okay.
I just want to see. It's just that cap.
They are not diaphragm shocks. So I guess there's no
Okay,
bladder.
that's good. Let's go. So and now I'm just going to keep filling this to the brim, and we'll just rinse and repeat.
Have you got something to hold your shocks up with when you put your oil in to let the bubble rise? I guess I can hold them.
No, but I have seen the bubble come up.
Let the shocks settle for 10 minutes to let the air bubbles rise. So I guess I'll hold them.
Okay.
Do it slowly.
Yeah. And I'm glad. This is a step that I'm really glad we're doing this live with everybody. So we want to.
I'm sorry I'm not reading people's names tonight. Like, I'm trying to just get you the information as fast as I can. So sorry, guys.
No, this is good.
The build process helps you know how it's built, so when it breaks, you have the confidence to fix it, although it could be a real pain from what I see. Yes, God.
Now, here's the thing. When I push this up to work air bubbles out, I can't push it up all the way because my shock oil will then bubble out at the top. Can you guys see that? Look, it's like a little concave bubble, and then when I push it up, it's convex.
Hey, Jason.
I remember that from school. And if I were to push it any further, it would spill out. Can you see that?
Yeah.
That looks
I can
awesome.
see it.
I don't know how detailed that's coming through, though. So I can't push it all the way up, but I really feel like all the air bubbles are out of there. I mean...
Someone said our pit stands may have holes, but I don't know if those do. I don't think those pit stands have holes in
I see
them.
little tiny air bubbles working their way up. Well, that is cool.
You're just supposed to sit here and do that for 10 minutes?
I'm not doing that. No, just maybe.
I mean, I can do it.
Here, I'll build the other one if you want to just hold that.
But I don't have gloves. Just. So
can't.
do I need to do what you were doing?
No. I mean, just very.
It just looks like it's gonna spill
don't
everywhere.
Push it all the way to the top.
I'm afraid to touch this.
Yeah, don't push it all the way to the
I'm
top.
just gonna hold this.
Okay, let's build the other one a little quicker here. Promise.
Michael said point a light and you'll see them.
Yeah, I saw some bubbles. They're like micro bubbles. Pretty neat.
Do I really have to hold it dead still? Like, are you being serious, Holly?
I don't feel like he'd mess with us. But maybe he's the ultimate trickster.
That's why you have wrap the tissue. What?
This is the worst. The little e-clip with these gloves.
People are trying to type to us fast, I feel like. And so,
Like,
like,
why don't do that?
autocorrect gets really kind of crazy on some of these comments.
There. The good tip to do that first.
Push piston up and down a couple of times to settle the fluid. Yep, you always lose a bit. Put a rag out around the shock body. Well, I'm just holding it over our table right now. Abby's going to drop it. I would not be surprised if I drop this. It would happen.
Same.
Especially if I have to hold 3 at one time. Not sure how that's going to work. Why don't you check these stands, Nate, like they said?
Oh, okay, I will. Let me just break off these 4 and 5s again.
Get a piece of scrap foam and stick the shocks into it and hold it upright.
Okay, I'm breaking the 5 off. Okay, yeah, good. We're doing good. This is awesome.
Lose the gloves, someone said.
Yeah, I'm about to. This is after I do this for a
I don't think the gloves are necessary. Wrap the paper tissue around the top.
I just want to pour the shock oil on my cinnamon rolls and just. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. Don't ever do that. Don't ever do that.
So I'm holding this shock. I'm doing a really good job. I'm finally helping. Did you just touch your mouth? Jan just asked that, did you?
No. See that, Dan?
I'm not kissing you for at least a week now.
I'm toxic. I know we're just having a little bit of fun. Okay. That's good.
Holly Hill said the gloves were hot.
That actually are. I'm sweating, though. They really
Take
are.
them off. Who votes Nate takes the gloves off?
Number 3.
All you have to do is comment off or on.
That'll be the only time.
Yes, that doesn't sound. Thumbs up.
Yeah, I'm getting real sweaty on these.
It's hot. The lights are hot. Our studio lights.
Okay.
Off.
All right, let's do. I want to build this really fast.
Dan Newens. Dan Newens will be the deciding factor, or Dave. Dan or Dave, whoever comments first decides.
Yeah, when we don't have videos next year, it'll be because I.
Everybody says off.
Toxic
Nate.
gloves and my.
Dan says off. Dave says off. Kevin says off. Ian says off.
No
Jess says off. Pac-Man says off.
People were like, "Where are the gloves, Nate?" And now everyone's like, "This is so stupid."
I think they were messing with us.
Yeah.
Was this just a big practical joke, you guys?
All right, that's all good.
You guys are cracking me up. Why did you let him do this? You guys are supposed to be looking out for us, not making us look like dummies.
Listen, it's the first time I've ever done
We
this.
know nothing!
Okay, that cap is on the bottom. I'll put this in here.
So it wasn't my idea. Stop what you're doing and take the gloves
Pull this
off.
all the way down.
He's ignoring us now, you guys.
I'm in the
Do you
middle of
see?
this.
Do you
I'm
see
on a
how he's
roll.
ignoring
I'm on a
it?
roll. I really am doing good.
Someone's gonna make a meme out of this. I feel like making fun of us.
The gloves. What's Nate think he is? A doctor? Okay.
Use the wheels to stay in the shock in
That's a good
them, but
idea.
if you, I feel like they would just fall.
That's fine. We're doing good. I'm working a lot of air bubbles out of there. It's hard
Someone
for
said
guys
you
to
need to
see.
put new gloves on.
Yeah. So I can see down in there, and I can see a lot of air bubbles coming through.
Can he play piano with the gloves on?
After the kit is done.
Yeah, Dave. Where's Foamy to make the meme of
Foam
Nate?
makes good memes.
Of Nate in surgery right now.
Ooh,
Dr. Nate
okay.
on call.
Well, here's the thing. I am losing a lot of oil through the bottom of this one.
Uh-oh.
Yeah.
You better put that on the toilet paper you made me go get.
Yeah, I am. That's
Paging
fine.
Dr. Sailor.
This one is actually losing quite a bit through the bottom. The other one that I handed to you is not. So
It's good.
why is that? Why am
When
I
do you put
losing?
the cap on? How long do I have? Do I really have to hold this for 10 minutes?
I feel like that's not good that so much is leaking out through the bottom of that one. That's a ton. That's like all the oil.
The foam idea was a good one. I don't have handy foam at the moment. I would have to have Nate.
I feel like the hole in the bottom of this.
RC Mask wants you to make it the gloves, hobo gloves. Are you okay?
Yeah, I'm okay, but like I'm losing a ton of oil. Out of the
Guys, why
bottom
is
of
he
it.
losing oil? Quit making fun of us. Tell us why there's oil coming out
Like
the bottom.
every time I move the piston.
Did you put the O-rings in there?
I did. Yeah. Stacked
Screws.
It's all stacked the right way.
Yeah, you may have forgotten the O-ring.
I'm going to take it apart and look again.
Oh no.
But yeah, it's all in there. There's 2 O-rings in there.
It's always funny, like the longer we stay live, the crazier the chat gets.
It gets late and stuff.
People get kind of crazy.
All right.
So is
well,
oil
it's-
going
yeah,
everywhere
of
now?
course. But that's why we got the tissue. I mean, I basically lost everything I put in there.
That's okay.
So I gotta push this up through there. There goes the rest of it. They're all up at the top.
Usually there are 3.
It's like it didn't get pulled down into the bottom or something. I'm pretty sure that's what happened. It like... No, there's 2 on this. I think it didn't get pulled down and seating in the bottom the right way.
There's a piece of glove in it.
Yeah.
Dan. That's what Dan said. All right, did you oil the shaft? May have pinched the O-ring. If a spacer is missing, the seal won't work. They should be at the bottom.
Yeah, that's right. I think I know.
Wrong order?
Yeah, I did. So I gotta take this E-clip off and I gotta take...
You guys weren't paying attention.
Shush, it's okay.
Don't
It's okay. It's
shush
okay.
me.
It's okay. It's okay. Don't
I was
blame them.
I was blaming
Don't blame
them. They were making fun of you.
That's okay.
Telling you to wear gloves. Then telling you to take gloves off. Then calling you a doctor. You guys, we're trying.
That's okay.
Put the O-rings in the bottom part, then put the shaft through.
Yeah, I think I'm just...
Oh, that didn't sound good.
It was just the pliers.
Popeye, I would love to let you outside right now, but I'm holding a shock.
Okay.
He's staring at me.
Yeah, so what happened was I put them in and I put them in through the top. I didn't realize there was a separate cavity that on the bottom that won't allow them to go through. So they were just sliding around in this top section loose, and basically all of the shock oil was leaking out of the bottom. So hopefully I have enough shock oil to finish this.
Hi, buddy. You
But
doing
this
okay?
is the right way, because now the seal is there. Although look at that. Well, no, they fell out of the bottom because I don't have the thing on the bottom. So we're good. They're just really oily. See, this is what happens when like cheap China truck shocks break. We just get our hands covered in oil, and then we wash our hands.
I really could not hold this shock level and get up because like I have to climb out of here. So that's why Popeye's gonna have to
Alright,
wait till
we're good.
Nate either gets me something to hold this in.
That's fine. I'll get them in a second. I'm gonna build this rear shock, and then I'll take that from you. Or
Yeah.
no, this is the front. Sorry.
Nate's
Okay.
gonna check the stands in a second.
All right, so that's... I
My
made a
hand is
mistake.
cramping.
The
This is
reason
so
that-
hard to hold this shot.
Oh my gosh. You sound like that really wimpy girl on that show we've been watching. Okay, that was
pick
my
on her.
mistake. I hope that there's enough shock oil to make up for my mistake.
Yeah, the Ray says you should be good now.
Yeah.
And then you have to take off the gloves.
Yep, I'm going to. Let Popeye out, and then we'll build the
And you gotta check the pit
rear.
stands.
So that's definitely much better. That was 100% my mistake. I just didn't realize there was a separate cavity in the bottom that held those O-rings in place. I was letting them all just slide around in here, and you know, I learned something, so I guess it was worth it. I'm just getting some of the air bubbles out, and then I'll hold that for you. You can let Popeye out, and we'll seal these out. I will after this. Yeah, because we're not losing any oil now. Just working the air bubbles out. Okay, yeah, I really like learning stuff. I'm okay with learning stuff even the hard way, as long as I come out ahead. And, you know, hopefully that, I don't think I'll do that again now, so all should be good. Didn't realize it mattered how that went in there.
He has not added the spring prelude color.
No, I haven't. I don't think that's
I don't know what he's talking
necessary
about.
yet this ring. Well,
Thanks, Daniel. Our fireplace resembles our microwave oven. They're back on the
okay, here we go.
fireplace.
I'll take that, and then you can let Popeye out. And we're gonna put the caps on these. I'll hold this one for a minute, but I think we can go ahead and cap off this one. Pull that down.
All right, let's check these stands.
I'll have a little bit of oil come out the top. That's okay.
Ooh, there are holes in it, but are these too big?
Well, there's smaller ones on the corners.
Oh yeah, there are.
Yeah, that should work. I'm guessing someone out there has done that before. That's why they...
Oh boy. Where do you want it?
thought that. Just
Back
up there
here,
at the top
where
corner.
they can see?
No.
They can watch it?
Well, I'll show them. You can just do the camera by hand. Okay, so it's all the way to the top, brim to the top.
Lock that back now.
And I just put 3 more drops on the top.
I'm ordering pizza.
Someone is?
A-B.
Nice. And I'm just putting this cap in, and then I'll show you guys where we're going to set this. It was a good tip.
Yeah, that should be good.
So there's so much oil in there that we had some pouring out the top. That's a good thing. So I'm going to wipe them off so I don't get a big mess everywhere, and then just let these sit vertical. Get that nice and snug.
Now they're all talking about pizza toppings.
I guess in a way I'm glad I have these gloves on because that would be extremely messy.
You're supposed to take the gloves off.
Alright, here we go. So move the camera there, Abby. We're just going to set these in our truck stand, and what do you know? That's perfect.
Wow.
Keeping them vertical and away from making a mess.
Jen, you better not be asleep. You're a mod. Michael told me to wake her up.
No, that's fine.
Just joking. Just joking.
The rear shocks. Yeah.
Stacy, nobody likes Hawaiian pizza. It's only pepperoni and pineapple. No ham. No ham. No. Bye, Holly.
See you, Holly. It's super late there, so
thanks for tuning in.
Yeah, geez. Whew. Late. All right, number 3, we can pull those off.
Holly has a channel, you guys. He does trucks, and he does like cinematic kind of like trailing crawlers. And we just found his channel a week or so ago, and he's got some cool stuff over there.
Nice guy.
Yeah, Holly Hill RC. Go check him out.
Okay.
You guys, don't tell me about not having pineapple on a pizza. It's very good. It's like savory and salty and sweet, all in one greasy bite. Ham and bacon. That's like the worst pizza topping ever, Stacy.
No, that's good.
I would not share pizza with you, Stacy.
Abby's picky. I would. I'm all right. I'd be all
I'm just
that.
kidding. Kind of. What did Work say that warranted it? That's what she said.
Crazy. It's probably what you said. Oh,
no, he
else.
said
Okay.
Work. I
Right.
don't see that comment though.
So,
that was
rear
good,
shock
Dan. That was good.
needs 2.
I feel like we could have said that all night. This whole build, we can say that.
Okay.
I had an interview recently, and that was the first question they asked. Like a job interview, Scott. They ask you if pineapple on pizza was okay. That's hilarious if that's for real. What was the correct answer? All right. Everybody's talking pizza toppings. Back on topic, guys.
That's fine. I'm doing pretty good now. Now that we kind of
Don't forget those O-ring E-clips.
I know.
C-clips. Hi, Quad Father.
That's such a cool name, by the way.
It is. He just tuned in.
I've always thought that was a cool name. I think I told him that before.
He says it was actually for a job interview. They asked him pineapple on pizza. What did you answer? And did you get the job? He has no idea what the right answer was. That would have bugged me. I would not have been able to leave that job interview without asking that. Like, well, what was the right answer? An espresso popsicle.
Excuse me.
Jan
Sorry,
found.
everybody. Sorry.
Jan found an espresso popsicle. Bye, Ian.
Is this?
Thanks for tuning in for so long.
Yeah. Sorry, I'm getting quiet. I'm really focused on these shocks. I don't know how much I like doing this.
Oh, Stacy, that was a good dad joke. Put some pineapple in the shocks, makes it a sweet ride.
Oh,
Dad joke. No, Quad Father, no ham. You gotta do pineapple and pepperoni. You people just don't understand. How's it going, Nate?
Pretty good. Hopefully everyone
Why aren't
can
your
see what
gloves
I'm
off
doing.
yet?
Let me just finish this box. I've got them on. I don't.
You're
I don't
committed?
want to stop. Yeah, I just want to keep going. I want to get these shots
Dr.
done.
Nate in the house.
This might be my least favorite thing of the build so far. Even though there was that one step that I got stuck on forever. Like a simple thing. Remember? Couldn't get a screw lined up or something very simple.
Scott said he said yes for the pineapple on pizza, and he did not get the job. That's so sad. Well, he says he's an IT pro, and he's been out of work since April. 25 interviews. Man, that sucks. Hope everything turns around. We'll keep you in our thoughts.
I lost it.
Job interviews are the worst.
Oh man. I lost an O-ring that I put oil on. That's okay. I think they gave me extras. Just ring oil. I hope they gave me extras because I probably just lost one. I wonder if people could see that if an O-ring fell off of there.
A.B. Olson, we could discuss the pros and cons of Mountain Dew soda. First
Cons?
of all, you called it soda.
And I didn't know cons existed for Mountain Dew.
It's pop. Oh, it's so fun. It's fun. There are no cons of Mountain Dew.
That's right.
Especially if you live in Kentucky, West Virginia. No cons of Mountain Dew. Just brush your teeth a little bit more.
What teeth? You're in West Virginia.
I have teeth.
Okay, let's do this. 5 and 4. You're coming off of me.
I'm European. Pop is a kind of music. I would also accept soda pop. Do we actually call it pop? Yes. It's called pop. Right? We never say soda pop. It's just pop.
Yeah,
we never
always just
say
pop.
when we don't really say soda, but
I mean, I'm aware that other people call it soda, but around here, you go to a restaurant and someone's going to say, what kind of pop do you want?
Mountain Dew has a fire retardant as one of its ingredients.
Well,
That explains why sometimes it makes my head hurt and stomach hurt.
That would explain its unique flavor.
I had Mountain Dew just tonight for dinner. At dinner.
For dinner.
For dinner. Well, I was holding Amelia because we went out.
That is pretty much all
And
you
that
have.
was basically all I've got need so far tonight because she was a little hard to manage, a little bugger.
Okay, I got all my stuff ready. Let's do this. What's the best way to do this? So there's this little cavity here. I feel like the best way to do it would be in reverse like this. Can everyone see that? Yeah, because it goes in well.
Dan said drinking fountain, water fountain, or bubbler. Water fountain, Dan. What do you call it, though? Now I need to know.
There we go. All those little guys are in there. That's perfect.
Do we get Mountain Dew withdrawal? No, we don't drink that much Mountain Dew.
No. We very limited amounts. We understand it's not very healthy and don't want to drink it that much. Okay, that's good. That was a much better method to doing this. Much better. Wow. Wish I'd have known that was even a possibility of
What?
being screwed up. The first, when it was all leaking everywhere, I just didn't know that there was a bottom cavity in here that held all those rings in place. I just didn't know that. And so I didn't think, it's like when you're building something like this, you don't even know how bad you can mess something up until you mess it up.
Rob, I think Nate has decided the gloves enhance his looks, and so the gloves are staying on.
I am Nate.
The evil doctor,
I
apparently.
really, if I'd have cared about looks and stuff, that'd just be a
Drinking fountain. That's so weird.
I don't.
When he was a
The
kid,
gloves
he
are
heard
already
bubbler.
on. This is cool. Now that we kind of got it going here. Okay, I'm going to top that off and then set it up in our stand and do the last one. But I think that so far this is my least favorite thing I've done on this build.
What's your favorite thing you've done on the build?
I really enjoyed mounting the motor tonight. That was fun.
Okay.
Yeah, and just putting pieces onto the chassis has been a really good time.
You were supposed to say the people in the chat. You answered incorrectly.
Well, you said the build.
This was part of the build.
You're right. You're very right. And that is... I couldn't do it without them, so... Alright, let's do this. Let's get a little bit of oil on those rings. We're on the last shock here. Do about 2 to 3 drops per ring. Then I gotta break off number 4 and 5 from here. There is a difference in the shape of these two, by the way. 4 and 5, they look similar, but...
You're doing good.
Thanks.
Everybody says so in the chat.
Oh, okay. Appreciate it. Sometimes I get hung up and it slows down the progress. But...
You're almost done building the shocks.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah, I am. Cool. I'm so far out of my element by doing this. Yeah, don't.
You got wrinkle skin.
No. I don't know. I just put them on and I feel like I'd be really wasteful. These are your last gloves. If I didn't just use them, like for
They were my last
I
gloves.
put them on for a purpose, and if I took them off already, I just feel like I'd be just being wasteful. So
The reason I have those gloves is to clean the fireplace that has been dirty for a while. Because the chemical I use to clean it is so like toxic. That's why I have them.
So here we go.
That's fine. Jason, glad to have you here. He
What
says
I-
he doesn't know anything about crawlers.
Yeah. No, that's we're all learning.
Still don't know about the paint job. I think blue with a white stripe,
That's what I want.
like the box.
RC Sailor themed, but still very similar to what they have on the box. That's what I want ultimately. So
Like,
this is my favorite way
keeping
to
it
build
simple.
this. This does have a specific way to go in. Bear that in mind if you are building one of these. But I put this in to the bottom first, and this is how I would have done all of them if I would have known. Then I go with one of the rings, a little O-ring, put that in. Then I go with the other piece. This is actually number 4 on the plastic tree. And then I put another O-ring in. And this is what prevents, those 2 O-rings mainly, are what prevent the oil from slipping out of the bottom. Okay, and then I take this shaft, and with the top already assembled, the piston, I guess the whole thing is the piston, but with the top part assembled and the clip is on there, I hold my finger at the bottom, I push the shaft down through all of the O-rings, just enough to get that exposed at the bottom. Then I'm going to put the bottom cap on, just threaded here. You want to be able to at least see enough of that shaft so you can pull it out. So I'm going to use my pinky or something else to push that down a little bit more. And then I would put the top cap on, but we got to fill it with oil. So let's go and pull that whole piston down. And now we can fill it up with oil. I'm looking at maybe going 3/4 of the way, about up to where the threads start on the inside. So that way there's enough room for me to push this up and down a little bit quickly at first, just to get those air bubbles out.
They say don't paint the truck, just put our stickers all over it.
Oh my gosh, I don't like just a clear body. I want there to be some paint on there.
Yeah, they said just cover it in stickers.
Well, we gotta at least have a soft,
Everywhere.
Well, that'd be kind of cool, wouldn't it?
Nah, we're gonna paint it. What kind of paint should we use? Like what brand? What do you guys recommend?
There's a lot.
We haven't even, that's not purchased
We
yet.
haven't purchased any of the paint yet. I just assumed it would be really far away.
I could put rhinestones on it. I don't think this has become clearly this is Nate's truck. I'm not taking this truck away from Nate. He's been working too hard.
Okay, I'm gonna
It's
set
all
this
Nate.
one up here while I put the cap on the last one.
Tamiya PS paint.
Okay, to me it's always really good. Is that Brad?
No, it's
Okay.
AB.
Okay, I realized that I probably could get away with not topping this off on oil, but since I have enough, I'm going to top this
There's
off
more people saying Tamiya.
flush. Okay, to me it is. So it's very flush, and what's happening, the oil is like right at the top, but when I put my cap on, obviously, I think you guys can see that. It's just oozing out. So the instructions say to put it flush, but I don't think it needs to be like completely to the top because we just lost a bunch of oil and made a mess. So I don't know if that needs to be that flush, but whatever, we'll just clean it up here. Really messy. We'll set that down over here in our truck stand, and then I'm just gonna go ahead and do the last one. Just move that a little bit, get the last bubbles out. How many people? Why does it still say 27?
It says 68.
Okay.
There's 68 people.
Just want to say hi to everybody.
It still says started streaming 2 minutes ago,
That's
too.
funny.
Here, I can refresh.
It's okay. I was just curious. I'm really grateful for anybody that's just hanging out here with us. And it helps me a lot. It's definitely good motivation. We're done when I put this cap in here. This is the last step for these shocks, for this part of the shocks. Like building, yeah, I didn't enjoy that first time, but now the fourth one wasn't bad. I feel like
Because you're doing good. You know what you're doing now.
It helps. It does help the enjoyment of it. Confidence in doing things is a big deal, isn't it?
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Yeah, and having never done something before, confidence is like an all-time low.
Can the gloves come off now?
I hope so. Yeah. I don't like them. But... Okay, so that's on there. That's on there. All right, show them what we got. We're just going to leave those sitting vertically for now.
How's it look, guys? A+ work,
Front
Nate.
and rear shocks. I got the... the front ones are the long ones, and the rear ones are the short ones.
Oh, I guess I just realized there's different sizes. Okay.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So these are short, and these are long. Oh no, I touched it. That probably was. It just ruined everything.
Okay. The downside is to turn the page, we got to move that whole stand that we set up there. I'm glad we put that paper towel down, or the newspaper. All right. Will you turn the page if I lift the stand?
Yep.
Okay.
But you do. Why are your gloves still on?
I'm just gonna make sure there's nothing left to do with the oil on the next step.
Boom. Page
What
turn.
was the... Okay.
Page 28. Step.
We made it.
30.
All right. We already went ahead and put those on. Okay. It said to do it with the piston all the way to the top, which I did not do. And then, oh, that is interesting. Okay, so that the oil is at a certain level. I had the piston all the way down. So now, because of that, oh, yeah, the fluid is too tight. I can't push that up. Why'd you guys let me go that far?
What's wrong?
That's funny. So because the fluid is so dense in there, I can't push that. There's no movement, right? So you have to get enough. Remember, I pulled this all the way down.
Yeah.
And I filled the fluid all the way to the top, and then I put that cap on there. So that is as full of fluid as it can be.
So you have to pour it out.
That's okay. It's
Do
not.
I need to get more stuff?
No. Maybe another paper towel, but it's right there behind us. So what I got to do, take this cap off. I'm going to do each one. See? Just crazy stuff I never would have thought about. Okay, the cap is push the shock shaft slowly to the top and close the cap. So it does want this to be all the way to the top, which is right where the threads start. So right about there. And then it says 1 millimeter of space, which is about where the threads are. That's what it looks like to me.
Why did no oil come out?
Well, when I put this on is when oil should come out.
Okay.
See, right there we're losing some oil. And then with this being all the way on, okay, wait, it says to leave like 1 millimeter of space on this so the air can still pass through, I guess. And then pull this down to the bottom. Okay, I did. And now close the cap.
Someone said just loosen the cap and push the shaft up, then tighten.
And now, yeah, look at that. Now I've got actually kind of a springy type of feel to the amount of oil that I have in there. That's good. That's what we want. That is what we want. Correct me if I'm wrong, but you guys can see that? How it's bouncing back down. think we're good. We're just trying to take care of some...
Yeah, you're doing it right.
Okay, good. Perfect, perfect, perfect. Okay. Doing a little behind the scenes stuff there. Okay, that's good. Didn't think about that, but it makes perfect sense. Because now, you know, this is the one that I did with full oil, and if you look, I'm pushing down, and I got a little more play on this one than the last one, but that's, you don't want that in a shock. It's just, that would be pointless. That'd be like using a screwdriver as a shock, you know, just a metal shaft. You want movement, so.
You can even bleed a bit more oil out if you don't want a rebound from the oil.
Okay, okay. And please, you know, anyone that's knowledgeable on the subject, we can talk about that, because that's a new even thought process for me.
Thanks for being a moderator, Dave. Appreciate you.
Yes.
Don't spam chat, people. But we love you.
Yes. Okay. So that's right up to those rings. Right up to it. Then I put this on. And it...
You need room for compression.
Yes. And I think I leave this unthreaded some, the top. When I pull this down, then I thread this on the rest of the way. And I hope I'm right in all that. So now, that feels a little looser, just a tad bit looser than the other one, but still similar movement. Oh.
Is that truck brushless? It's a crawler, so we purchased a brush motor that we just installed like an hour ago.
Mm-hmm. Okay, just getting those cleaned up a bit because I want to make sure they're ready for the next step. Sorry I had to kind of go back a little bit there, but that's not that bad. Definitely a learning experience. I think that other people would probably, if you've never done this before, and I know that there are a lot of people in our chat that haven't. Let's see what the tall ones are like. Okay, I got a little bit of movement there, but I know I need more. So let's back this out some. All the way, actually, so I can see down in there. Push this up to the very top where I can see it at the rings. Threads, I say rings. And I screw this on almost all the way. I see a little bit of oil coming out, that's a good thing. I pull this down, and then I tighten that the rest of the way. Some shock oil came out, which means more movement and a little bit of pushback just from the pressure alone. So very neat. Never would have thought about that, but again, all makes sense in hindsight and just seeing it in person. That's really cool.
Nice.
There's a lot to this, isn't there?
Yeah.
Just a lot more than I expected.
It's cool that we have people in chat.
I'm so grateful. So grateful.
Like helping and
yeah,
offering advice and tips, and like the truck stand, we would have never.
That's a great tip.
We have never thought of that.
Clearly, someone has done that before, and it's just working perfectly. So, losing some shock oil here. Again, this is the fourth and last one. Get that almost all the way down. Some oil came out. Pull this down, and then tighten it. Man. So, how much do you think the person in China makes that does this all day long? Because I'd hate that.
Not a lot.
And then there we go. A little bit of compression to go back.
They should be making more.
That's, yeah, but then it'd be $1,000 truck, wouldn't it? It's crazy. It's so crazy. Okay, all right. There we go. That is done. Now we still have to build more onto this, but they are oil filled now. Wow. Makes you really think about when they put in all you got your $60 truck and it's a little bulleted check-off list, and it says oil-filled shocks. Right
Where did our chat go? Why is no one talking now? There.
Yeah. More money.
Just someone came in and just said hi, 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 hi a bunch of times. That's why I said don't spam the chat.
Oh, yeah. There was one person that was just going crazy on chat.
Why did everybody stop talking?
We want you guys to
Please
keep
talk.
keep talking to each other. Yeah, there's just probably a kiddo or something popped in.
No big deal.
When you speak, everyone's like, oh, what are we talking about?
There we go.
Banana muffin.
I think I scared everybody.
Yeah.
Sorry, I was just trying to address why we stopped talking and got quiet for a minute. We were trying to figure out
computer stuff.
We were figuring out why.
Okay, so number 2, I've got to pull off some number 2s off the tree.
What's up? Michael said he's eating a banana muffin.
Yeah.
He got distracted.
Okay, here we go. I think
they were mesmerized by the shocks. Now they're all back alive. We must have put everybody to sleep for a second. Everyone's focused on shocks and pizza.
You know, I think we're definitely going to finish, no matter how long it takes me, unless I hit a huge roadblock. We're going to finish up the shocks tonight. Then we'll evaluate the next couple steps and see what it would take to get those done. But it's already been almost 2 hours.
And 109 minutes.
Yeah.
So,
okay.
yeah.
And that's
We started about 10 minutes early tonight.
Okay, number 2. I need these number 10s.
So what are we doing now?
I am just putting more of the parts on to the shocks. Yeah, number 9 here. That was number 10 that I pulled off. Here's a number 9.
Just the bottom and springs to go. Are you gonna try to finish the shocks tonight?
That's what I'm. Yeah. That's
Okay.
what I was just talking about.
Sorry. 4:15 in the morning. Holy moly. It's 11:15 here.
I'm starting to feel. Is it hot? Do you feel
It's
hot?
very hot.
Okay.
Yes.
I think the heat is like stuck on or something. It's starting to get
No,
hot.
it just gets hot because the lights.
Yeah, show them what we're sitting under. I don't know.
The
if people
lights
see
the lights
this.
get really hot and it's burning us up. Usually by this point in the live, I have to go like put a t-shirt on because it gets really hot. That's why I asked you like.
Are we almost done?
Are we almost done? 'Cause
It's hot.
I'm about to start
It's
sweating right
11.
now.
Okay, we need some 11s here.
I thought you would have only done one shock on camera. No, this whole entire build
I'm not missing a
is
step.
being filmed
Yeah.
on camera. Like nothing is happening off camera on this build. You guys are going to hear the whole process.
Every boring little screw being screwed into the truck.
Except when the tree stands. That's all we do. Like before we hit go on the live stream, Nate will get the parts for the next step ready. That's all you're missing.
Okay, let me I need to look one more time here for front and rear shocks.
Gmade BOM GS02 Ultimate Trail Truck Kit. That's what we're doing.
The front are the long ones, the rear are the short ones. So I'm going to work on the front shocks here. Yeah. So this is cool.
You guys should do a stream in the Saturday morning, like 10 a.m.
That'd be hard just because of Amelia.
Then those
honestly.
of us overseas would be more coherent. Yeah. So
I know. I would love to.
Amelia.
If she gets a little older and stuff,
can entertain
different
herself
schedule,
for 2 hours.
Then we will. But as of right now, this schedule has to work for our family.
Yep.
Oh, no. Okay.
That's
I'm
why we
done.
do it at night.
I'm done.
Woohoo! There we go. Oh, you're sweaty.
I told you. I know. Disgusting.
No wonder you were sweating.
Oh man.
You need to go wash your hands.
Well, I definitely will after the build.
God.
But
You're burning up.
yeah, I told you.
We told you to take those gloves off an hour ago.
Yeah. I will wash my hands 5 times before I do anything after this video here.
All right. Let's see. What can we ask the people?
I still would like to know, because there's new people in here, what people got for Christmas. And I know not everyone celebrates
I think
Christmas,
they all got
but
pizza for Christmas, according to the chat. Pizza and pop.
I really don't want to bite down on this with my...
Nate, what did you get for Christmas?
One of them's over there on the piano, that airplane that I got.
Which one?
My red and white one.
They saw that already.
Yeah, I know. That
Piper?
was one of my...
Well, you got new earbuds.
Yeah, I think they're in my pocket.
So
I don't
now
want this to be like an ad for them, though.
No. Just earbuds. And then I got AirPods.
Like wireless earbuds. They're not Apple products.
And then we went really light on each other this year.
Because we have Amelia.
I got Nate a game for his Nintendo Switch.
I think I'm okay with telling everybody.
It doesn't bother me.
So when I was a kid, I played Pokemon growing up on Game Boy, and we have a Switch because we thought maybe that'd be something fun to do together and traveling, and for Amelia to play when she gets a little older. And so I got the new Pokemon game. Got Pokemon Sword.
And Nate got me, you all saw it in the video of me yesterday, the Office Ladies hoodie for the Office Ladies podcast, because, you know, we love the show The Office. So I wanted to support them and get the hoodie. So Nate picked it up for me. When Amelia is walking, she is walking very well. She's been walking for a couple months now. Are you going to start her on her RC journey?
Oh, she's not really started, and we want to document it so much, but YouTube kind of sucks with that. So if you guys want to keep up with us on any of that,
probably Instagram when she
Instagram's
starts.
a good place.
Actually, on our, you know, you have your stories, and then you can save them to your highlights on your main page. If you go to the RC Planes highlight list on our Instagram.
She's on there flying.
Nate is holding Amelia, and she is doing the throttle, and she actually cuts the throttle, and then Nate takes it into land.
It's amazing.
Yeah.
First RC experience with her ever, documented and shared.
Yeah. So that's probably, as of right now, unless COPPA hits social media platforms.
Which they probably will.
But I don't see how they can keep people from posting stuff of their kids, but it's probably just going to be how Instagram can do that. I don't know. I don't really understand how they're going to do that. Anyways, Instagram for sure is where you can see stuff of her.
For now.
But I haven't posted anything of her walking just because, like, it's not RC related.
Maybe she was chasing a truck or something.
Yeah, I don't know if she'll be chasing a truck. Maybe in the summer. But maybe this summer she'll try one of those little baby trucks. But
this part of the shock all is very familiar to me because we've busted shocks before and then buy them. And check it out, Abby. See, there's our shock. Like this is there's one more piece.
Is that tight?
It is tight.
Is it supposed to be that tight?
Don't really know.
Thanks, Jason. Appreciate you.
Why is that loose though?
For the super chat, it's awesome. Jason's RC reviews.
Nice, thank you. Yeah, very cool.
For the shock to work properly, it should have no rebound by itself. It should take downward pressure to compress it and upward pull to rebound it. The installed spring will provide the upward pull.
So should is it definitely too tight then? It probably is. I probably need to still get more oil out of there. Because that can't compress all the way. So I feel like
correct.
Too stiff. I hate that.
What? I don't understand what's...
My shocks are too tight.
So you have to get rid of more oil?
I think so.
You guys.
It's okay. It's really fine. This is all just learning. What I am a little upset by is this isn't...
Bye, Oreo.
It's really loose up here. I feel like I've got the wrong thing in the top, or I'm missing something. 9.
Had to look up Jason on YouTube. Parkstone Sport Cub S2. Cool. How do you like that, Jason?
Well, I'm feeling like I got the wrong thing up top.
Okay, I'm going back to chat. Let's see what's going on.
It's okay. It's just another small hiccup, I guess.
For a crawler, you need 0 rebound on the fluid. I said earlier.
Okay.
If I don't repeat your message, I missed it then.
And that's fine. I
may have said it.
I appreciate the earlier input. I wish we'd have caught it, but that's on us. So.
Thanks, Michael, for the super chat. Awesome build video tonight.
Thanks,
you
Michael.
guys.
You guys are already just very, very awesome to us.
Okay. Hi, Riley.
I want to get a little bit more shock oil out of here without the gloves. Oh no! I'll wash my hands a lot, guys. I promise.
What other Switch games do you have, Nate? We don't have very many, right?
Of course, we have
Fortnite's on there.
Yeah, but that's a free game.
Yeah. Do we have a bunch of Switch games?
We have Smash Bros. Of course.
Yeah.
Mario
Forgot.
Kart.
Yeah. 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 Okay, I remember buying those.
Yeah. But not a lot.
Are you going to give Amelia piano lessons, Nate?
Yeah, I kind of already do. We just have fun chilling together over there.
Okay. RC masked. AB also.
So it's like a negative compression now. It's like pulling back up some. So what if I back that out?
Randall got the manual downloaded for the Gmade BOM so he can follow along.
Yeah, awesome.
Sweet. Thanks, Randall.
So there we go. I think, come on, let the compression. See?
He says the Sport Cub S2, is that what it was called? Like the Carbon Cub S Plus, but without GPS. That's awesome. That's cool that you do planes over there on your channel. Planes and jets and drones.
200 subs.
Yeah.
I remember when we had 200 subs. Just keep doing it.
Yeah. It's a slow climb in the beginning.
I'm really
Are
not
you
sure
young, Jason?
how
You
to
look
get
young
this.
in your thumbnails. He's got
Yeah.
a champ.
Looks like a kiddo.
That's cool, though. That's cool.
I don't know how to get all this compression out of here, guys. Like, I guess it's mainly gravity. It's not as much compression as I had earlier, but there's still clearly some pushback. Is it just a feel thing? Do I get it right?
He's 15. That's cool, Jason.
Well, thanks for the super chat from 15-year-old Jason Doe. I think he's commented on our videos before. I'm really just trying to get the feel of this compression. Right?
Okay, Dan said, loosen the cap to allow the pressure to escape when you compress the shock. Then tighten the cap when fully compressed. So
fully compressed.
loosen it.
Uh-huh.
Loosen the cap.
Yeah, loosen the cap.
Push
Okay.
the thing up.
It's loose enough to push this up.
Then tighten it.
And if I do that, here's the only issue. Now what I have is like a negative compression. See how it's springing back up some?
Okay.
I don't know if that's a bad thing. Because it's not much. There's not much pull there at all. That actually feels good. I'll wait for some feedback.
Guys, is this right?
So just a tiny,
Right, wrong.
tiny bit of compression down and just a smidgen of compression back up. So that feels like a very neutral position. I think we're good. I'm gonna go ahead and put the bottom on in the spring.
It's not a bad thing. It's good for a crawler.
Yeah, okay, that's good. That feels good. So I'm gonna put this little.
Can I get you anything?
I'm good.
Do you-
I'm
anything to
good.
drink? Okay.
I put that on. That's
You
what holds the
need
spring in place.
articulation. What does that mean?
Just movement. There's all kinds of movement in there. Pop this cap on the bottom. Remember, we've busted these before.
That
haven't
will be good. You can put the cap on.
we? Yeah. Now, that feels really good.
Let
That
me
feels
see.
really good. There's oil
Can I
all
see?
over it.
Oh, that's tight though.
Oh. Pull one off your axial and see how it feels. Yeah, that's all I know what to compare it to. So here's the issue now, though. The top of this is my front shock. It's the longer one. Here's the question. This little piece that I pulled off of my tree is marked as number 9, and that's the piece. Can you show the instructions?
Yeah. Where?
Number 34 here. I'm making the front shock. I want you guys to see this little black piece that I'm holding.
Free wheel travel.
That's number 9, what I just pulled off there, and they're saying to pop that in the top here of my shock tower, or my shock, sorry. But watch, it just sits in there loose. It's not popping in place or anything, and I feel like it should pop in place, just like down here on the bottom. See how that's a little like ball. Watch, if I push on it, it'll pop out, right? Like a little ball joint. It's hard to push out just bare hands, but it would pop out. It's got movement there. Nice little ball, just a little ball joint. I feel like the top should do that too, but it definitely isn't. It's just sitting in there loose and then to fall out. That feels like an issue. Because I know I got the right top piece in there on my shock. It's the same thing on all of them, unless it's different. No, it's the same. Yeah, it's just sitting in there loose, and I feel like that's wrong. So if anyone can give me any feedback on that, that'd be sweet.
It might just be a straight hole. That's a preload clip. Those two different comments. Could you repeat, Nate?
Okay. So the bottom of my shock has a number 10 piece in here. Man, I don't know the exact terminology, but it feels like a little ball joint. There's movement here. Okay, I've got movement. And it's locked in place, right? It's not coming out. Goes in, locked in place nicely. Is Robert Hip in here?
No.
Okay. Oh, that was Robert.
Golf.
Yeah. Okay.
I
And
think
then
he came and went.
That's fine. This top piece here, this little guy, it does have that ball. I don't know if you guys can see that very well, but there's a little ball hump in the middle of that shaft. And then when I put it in here, it just sits in there loose. Okay? If I just barely push it out, it just falls out. I feel like it should snap in place and
Push
lock in
and
place.
see if it clicks in.
No, definitely not.
The top should be okay. The screw bushing should hold it in
yeah,
place.
that's
You
right.
should have downward and
That's
upward
right.
piston should not move
Okay.
either way. Nah, it should be fine.
Okay, all right, good. That's what I wanted to know before I moved on. So I can build the other 3 now, and I think we'll be okay. So awesome. Shock feels good.
Does that look good, guys? Does that look okay?
Completed. Oh, yeah. That's not bad. Let's keep it going. Okay.
Thanks, Alan. Really enjoying these live build sessions. Keep up the great work. You both are awesome.
Thanks, Alan. You're the
Thank
best.
you.
So we have a lot of tight compression, so we're going to get some more shock oil out of here.
Hold on. Wait. Hand me that shock.
Why is that?
Because.
Oh, okay. There you go. Nice. Cool. Okay, we're going to push this up. Look at that. There it goes.
Is that the last step to building the shock?
Mm-hmm. That shock is complete.
Looks good. Well, fine. Looks fine.
That's all right.
Fine
I'll take
work.
I'll take fine. I'll take a B+. I'd settle for a B+. Right? I'd settle for a C. Okay, so a little bit of compression on top, tiny bit of compression on bottom. That feels good. Let's get our parts on here. Okay, I'm going to thread this on the top.
A+.
Oh, someone's being generous. Okay, put the spring on the bottom here. I got to break some more parts off of this. We're looking at number 8 on the tree, which is this. Okay. I also have to do, this is like my least favorite part. I'm going to wait on this. I don't like doing this. So, main reason.
I was showing them
That's
Popeye.
fine. I'm
He was sleeping.
I'm threading this onto the bottom of the shock, even though I'm holding it upside down. And to get it started is a little rough. It's like, you know, it doesn't want to go. I don't really like that. It's a little bit of a challenge to kind of get it to start threading in there.
But will it blend? I don't know. Just reading comments. Winky face. I don't know. I'm confused.
How many people are live right now with us?
66.
Wow, you guys.
It's been holding pretty steady around
Okay.
that
This,
number.
see, that's a bit of a challenge there. I don't really like this.
What's up?
That's it's just like, it's almost like they didn't drill this right at the surface big enough, or the plastic mold like got hard there. Look at that, it's from the gloves. That powder from the inside of the gloves. It's just really difficult to get this threading, so you gotta like twist it all around. Man, come on. It really just feels like it's not drilled, like they didn't drill a hole big enough.
Can we put a brushless motor on the blue boat in the background? Are you talking about this? Flip. Are you talking about that?
Right.
That's Hobby Lobby. That's gonna sink. There's no way. There's no way that's actually gonna float. Right? No way. No.
These are the kind of
Where's the
things that-
chapstick, Nate? I don't know.
Yeah, I have it. It's right here. But I don't know that that's gonna, this is a step where I should be using it. But I don't think that I have to worry about it coming undone, because that's gonna be you know, this isn't going to move to the point where it could come unthreaded.
This is where a pair of shock pliers comes in handy.
They make those?
I don't know.
Time to
Maybe
Google.
you're asking me that. You want me to Google shock pliers?
Yeah.
Bye, Stacy.
See you, Stacy. Because see, like if I twist the whole top part, that doesn't do me any good because the shaft isn't spinning. I really feel like this hole is not.
RC multi-shock clamp shaft pliers.
Wow. So what it would do is, I assume,
It does exist.
it'd hold one of these in place.
You don't own any of those.
Right? It might hold the bottom in place, and then, or does it hold the shock itself, and then you put something through here and you spin it down onto it.
Hold shaft with needle nose.
Yeah, I mean, I can't. It's not like it's slipping. I just can't get this.
It holds the piston.
Okay, that's fine if that fell off. See, I got the last one on, no problem.
Is there anything I can do to help?
I don't.
Do you want me to hold it? Like hold the shock?
I'm gonna do this. Let's see if that helps.
Be careful to not scar it with
I
pliers.
know. Yeah, that's what I.
Do you want me to hold?
No, because it's not. It's just gonna make you would be a more moving. See,
Hold
this
with
just
needle nose at the bottom of the shaft, so you don't scar it.
with the threads. Then
I don't know.
I feel like that's a bad idea.
I feel like you're gonna kill your threads.
Yeah, I'm gonna do
Right
at
there.
the bottom without the threads. Little steps like this can be very frustrating because you should just be able to thread this right on there, but it just feels like they drilled the hole the wrong size on this plastic.
Do you want me to work on that while you move to the next shock?
I'm applying a lot of pressure to this. You know, this should be going on, and I did the other one just fine.
Well, move on to the next thing,
Yeah.
and I will work on this.
Well, then this will be 1/100th your truck if you can get that
Sweet.
on there. Okay, poopity poop.
How late are we going to be doing this for? Well,
I want to get these shocks done.
we were hoping till 11:30, but now it's 11:35, and we were hoping to get the shocks done.
Yeah,
So
I do want to get the shocks completed.
this isn't going on.
See, that's the.
This is
challenge
all
I was-
greasy. My hands are just getting gross. All right, let's see.
Jeez.
Are the right hand threads or left hand? Tim, William. Hey, Tim.
The other one went on.
Are you saying maybe we need to be threading
clockwise?
counterclockwise?
Try to go reverse. I didn't try that, but the other one went on clockwise. So that's a good suggestion. Not unwilling to try it. I'm just moving on to step 35 here while Abby tries to work on that. These are also 11s.
Okay, that piece spins, so I see why you were using
exactly.
the pliers. So maybe you're not doing anything. Are there threads in the plastic, or is it just a drilled hole that's too small?
It's a drilled hole that's too small. That's for sure. It's not going in. But it did the other one. Keep that in mind.
Chapstick. What?
I'll put chapstick on it, but I don't think that'll help it go in.
Wax on the threads.
Okay, we can
will
do
help
that.
it go in easier.
All right, I'll do it.
Plus some paper towels around the shaft will protect it from the pliers.
Okay, all good tips. Let's do it. Let's do.
Oh, jeez, I can't do
I'll
this.
do it.
I get no credit for this.
It's fine. I'm just breaking these
Now
off.
my hands are all disgusting. Where are my
Maybe
gloves?
maybe just go wash them really fast because you do have to type on the computer some.
Where are my gloves?
I
You used them.
used them.
I will be right back.
That's fine.
Just a minute, guys.
Okay, the chapstick is here.
Oh, it feels like a bazillion degrees better upstairs.
Abby was saying it feels a bazillion degrees better upstairs. I brought the chapstick here. Where's all this stuff? Well, here we're going to use this to hold on through the pliers so it doesn't scar up the. And my chapstick. that I used just for this. The worst part about any build is just going through finding your parts and tools. I think it might be over here. There it is. Yeah. Of course, it was the last place I looked. It's always the last place you look. Okay, chapstick. So at the time it took you to wash your hands, it's hot down here. It's these lights.
Oh my gosh.
I only accomplished finding the chapstick.
Sounds about right.
That is all I got done.
That's our life.
Okay.
Takes us 5 years to locate item we need. Okay, what's going on in chat?
Taking out chapstick. I didn't read a single comment because I was looking for this.
A+ effort, Nate.
Thanks. Okay, now let's tear off a piece of that.
There's, let's see.
I don't even need that much. Just a little piece. And
you guys are so funny sometimes.
okay, so I'm protecting it from getting scratched up. Can pinch down on that hard with the pliers. I have chapstick on the threads. Caked on there pretty well. Let's see.
I think Popeye followed me upstairs.
And stayed up there?
Oh no, there he is. He's on the other couch. Yeah, I didn't know where he went.
And this is done.
Can you use the screw? Can you use...
I just had to get it started. That's all I needed was to get it started.
Good job.
Thank you, everybody. It was slipping a little. See, the paper towel
Pat and Nate on the back.
If you guys can see the other end, it's slipping.
Why is Sam awake, Dan?
I'm gonna have to...
Sam, you should have been in bed like 4 hours ago.
I'm gonna have
Go to sleep, girl.
Unfortunately, take the paper towel off and just bite down on this and get it done. Because should I use that or?
What do
I
you
feel
mean?
like this is gonna grip better and not.
Yeah, this has like really grippy things on it.
This has a better bite, and a better angle of attack.
Thank
Notice
you,
this end
you
isn't slipping at all.
Good job, Nate.
Thank you. Couldn't do it without y'all. Okay, there we go. All right, now we can put that together. Sweet. We go with our short. No, that's the long one, isn't it? Is that the long one we were doing?
Long one.
Yeah, front shock.
Yeah.
Okay. Thread this on some. Put our spring. Pull this up. Set this on there. That comes down. Is that the long one? Yeah, okay.
Abby, my brother bought me the RGT EX 86100. And I wanted to know your recommendation for a specific lipo upgrade. Grey Wolf 2112. Okay, I know RGT are usually crawlers, at least the ones we've had. Let's see what this truck is.
There we go. That popped in place.
Isn't this like one of the last ones we did?
And then this is up top.
A lot of the RGT
Front
crawlers kind of
shotgun.
look the same. So a lipo upgrade for an RGT crawler?
Really, milliamp is what you're going to see performance-wise. You're going to get a longer runtime.
Well, what does it recommend here? What does it come with? I guess it just depends on which one you buy.
That one feels better, but I could probably...
7.4 volts, a 2-cell, 5200 milliamp battery. Yeah, so just buy like a 5,000 plus lipo battery. It doesn't need to have a high C rating. Gray. And
Not
needs
on
to
a
be
crawler.
2-cell.
Yeah, you don't need a high C rating on a crawler.
Depending on the ESC, you might be able to do a 3-cell.
Yeah.
Right?
Some people like to have a 3 cell for higher, like just a higher burst of punch of power.
But with us, we just kind of we like to trail with our crawlers. So higher milliamp is more important to us because then we get longer run times.
Much longer. Okay, that feels a lot better.
Johnny Davis, my first ever comment. Love your videos. It's so cool. Y'all enjoy the hobby. Thanks for stopping by, Johnny. Yeah. Hope you're doing well. What do you do in the hobby? What's your thing? Okay. I don't know how to say this name. Jaco. 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 Yako. I don't know. Hello from Florida. Love your vids. Hey, thanks for leaving a comment. Good night, everyone. Hope to see everyone in the next live stream.
Yeah, we're
Good
pushing
night,
it a little late
Roland.
tonight. We just want to make sure we can.
I know it's late.
I want to get these shocks done.
And I know it's like middle of the night for some of you people.
It's middle of the night for us.
Oh my goodness.
I don't want to put that on yet. I want to get this stupid. This piece. This is the worst.
Grey Wolf. I wanted to get a long run time, but have good torque for crawling. Thanks for the recommendation. Yeah, just look for a higher milliamp.
For the long run time.
Yeah.
I would not go with a higher C rating, but if you want a lot more low end torque and kick of power, I'd go with a 3S setup as long as your ESC can handle it. If you're running stock, then you might want to go with a higher C rating, but in a crawler, you're probably not going to feel that unless you're going from an absolute garbage battery to a really, really good battery. I mean, you're not going to feel a difference.
Good night, ER. Thanks for your help tonight. When are we going live again, Nate? 2 weeks, probably?
2 weeks.
So
yeah,
the 18th?
About our schedule, but yes, 2 weeks.
I think we'll be fine.
Oh, man. I thought I had...
Doing it again?
Yeah. But see, what I'm doing is like twisting my arms all the way around so that I can get more of a motion here. But that didn't seem to help.
So January 18th will be our next live. It's up to you guys to remind us of our live. Dan, Michael, Dave. Johnny likes crawlers and bashing, but he likes building kits, so it's good to have you here then.
I'm glad to have you. This is new to us.
Thanks for commenting. We appreciate everybody's help.
That's the big thing. This is
what is a C rating? Discharge rate.
Yeah,
that is,
well, it's really like it's not only the discharge rate,
like how much juice comes
it's the charge rate too. It's how much juice
to Nate.
can flow through, and most of the time it's only at a burst. So like if you're flying airplanes and you have a low C rating, it's going to feel like you're kind of gliding along. But if you have a higher burst rating and you juice it full throttle compared to the low C rating, you're going to feel it. You're going to feel that like, oh, it's faster. On a crawler, it's not quite as important as like an airplane or a basher or even a race drone. Probably the least important number in my opinion, but that doesn't mean that it's not important. I just don't think you'll notice it as much. So don't make the C rating. You're going to pay a lot more money for a higher C rating, and all I'm going to say is in the crawling world, that's like your least important number. So don't blow a bunch of money for a high C rating on a crawler unless you plan on like crawling competitively, I guess, and you really want to just have that tiny little bit of extra edge. Just my opinion, but higher milliamp goes a lot longer on a crawler. I'm kind of going slow because I'm getting tired and I don't want to miss anything here, but that's spring on that rear shock. Feel that? That's like a tight spring compared to the front. That's a thicker coil. Feel that? Way tighter. So it's going to be a lot less movement on the rear. And I don't think I've broken off number 8 off of the tree yet, so let's
That's okay, Michael, if you didn't mean to do that with a comment. I can still see them. Mask, that was a funny comment. And yeah, I remember Gray running the RGT. I think we actually, you remember when it was snowing, Nate, and we had our Gen 7 and we ran it with so we actually sold that to Jen, so that's pretty cool. That was a good one. But we can't keep them all. Nate was, Jen was looking for a crawler and asked if we had any that we were selling. And like, no. I really had to push Nate to sell her that one because I wanted her to have a good one.
But I'm glad she has.
Where did we get this kit, Jeff? At a local hobby shop in Lexington, Kentucky.
And it's cool. This is a cool one so far, but I don't know. Like, I wanted, now that we're doing this one, it makes me want to try like a more name brand, like a more well-known name brand, like Axial or something.
Mm-hmm.
So that's really tight in comparison, but it's supposed to be. So we're going to put this in the top loosely. It's just sitting in there loose. And what do you know? That's our third shock built. So it picks up speed. It picks up progress as we go. That's our rear. And now we just have one more rear shock to do. And I think we're going to call it there. But I still have to get the right tension here. So with each one of these, I'm backing that out just enough to let oil slip out. Pushing that up to get some of the oil out of there. Closing this down a little bit. Pulling that down 1/4 of an inch or so. And then snugging it down. And that's crazy, I know, but...
Well, you get one of those cars she can ride and you can mod one to make it better.
I know.
Are you talking about a ride-on car?
For Amelia, yeah.
They make those RC now.
Yeah.
We were going to buy her one... Well, we were going to get Amelia for Christmas a ride-on train set for inside. Like, it actually had tracks, and, like, you could do a circle track or you could do a figure 8 track. But it was rated for, how old? Like
3 or something?
2, maybe 3. And we thought she could do it. We thought we could maybe add a strap to it to make it more secure. But then on further inspection, I saw that there wasn't like a good back on the seat, like no back support for her. So I decided that it probably wouldn't be safe for her yet. And then we have been looking at ride-on cars, and definitely going to get her one for sure. Thought about getting her one this year, but I think we might wait till next year. Not sure. We'll see. We'll see. I want her to like be excited about it, and you know, she's only 14 months, so you know.
Right now, the only thing that excites her is
a block. Having 2 blocks in her hand.
Hold one in each hand.
Yeah, I never had a ride-on car as a kid, and so I always wanted one, but never had one. So I kind of wanted to be like a fun, like, surprise moment when we give her one.
But it was a like 3rd time hand-me-down from my cousin.
With that. At least you had one.
Yeah, but you know, it had seen better days. And
I wanted one so bad.
It was such old technology. It only held a charge for like 15 minutes. So you can imagine.
Are we gonna review some? We'd love to get one for kids. Well, I don't know. We want
Kappa, YouTube. Stuff. We're just trying to be safe.
Yeah, I mean, we had plans to, but now like plans are changing because of Kappa. So we just have to write it out.
Specifically, that video would be made for adults.
Yeah, the video would be made for adults.
Shopping for their kids.
But then if we put Amelia in the video, then comments get turned off, and we love our comments. Like, we want to know what you guys think. So to turn comments off on a video, like,
feels pointless.
Yeah.
So we could put a teddy bear in the Jeep.
Yeah, it just wouldn't have Amelia. Maybe I don't know.
All these things we talk about between me and Abby all the time.
Yeah.
It's so crazy how people want to dictate how you upload content.
And like how you raise your own kids. And
I'm not sure that we...
It's crazy. But anyways, as I said, as of right now, like, you know, we have on our highlights, on the RC Plane highlights on Instagram, we have Amelia kind of helping Nate fly a plane. So like you'll probably see Amelia.
Pointless. I mean, that is tight, but it wasn't. It's just
on
that
Instagram.
Shock.
Is the other one like that?
Yeah, they're both. Okay. The rear
they're just really tiny.
So tight. Well,
they're tiny.
Not that they're tiny. It's just that the coil is more. It's a more dense coil. The spring.
How do you even do that with one? My hands are too. Hands are too small. Hey, Fan J.
Nice.
YouTube's not letting me know when you upload vids. No. How are we going to get our early squad sound off?
Well, let's show them a shot here, Abby, of everything we got here. See?
Maybe unsubscribe, then resubscribe, then turn your bell on. I'm just trying to offer a solution to get his notifications back.
Show them what we did? So, The 4 shocks are completely built,
job,
although
mate.
just remember this top piece is loose. I think what we're going to do is put all these shocks in a Ziploc baggie to keep the oils and stuff a little bit separated from the others for now. And I know that all these are going to fall out because they're just sitting in there loose, right? Not only building the shocks inside and out today, we also attached the motor to our chassis. That was much easier than doing the shocks. I actually enjoyed that step quite a bit because that's our motor, baby. That's where the power is coming from. That's awesome. And
It's really coming together, Nate.
yeah.
So what's the next step next time we
Yeah,
go
let's
live
take a
on the
look.
18th?
Let's take a look.
So where are we?
here.
Yeah, where are we?
First
Show
of all,
everybody where we
we'll
are.
put this cap on here. We'll get a Ziploc baggie and put those shocks in there. I'm really glad I used the newspaper because that kind of helped keep the oil.
Did you enjoy the shocks, Nate?
Not one bit. Is that Stacy?
No,
Oh,
Stacy
no.
left a little while ago.
No. But the cool
That was
thing
AB.
next is it looks like we're gonna install the drive shaft to our front and rear axle.
Oh, thanks, fam.
At least parts of it.
Jay?
Oh, nice. I think he always does that.
He's awesome.
Yeah.
Appreciate your support.
Thank you very much.
Appreciate all you guys watching so late into the night.
Well, it's
or
the front.
morning.
It's not just.
It's almost morning.
It's not
for
the
us.
drive shaft. It's the universal shaft. But I would have called it
Front
the drive
universal
shaft. And
shaft.
then rear.
Step 36, page 29.
Yeah,
is
that's
where we'll
really good
start.
progress. And then let's just take a look. This is not an official page turn, so no singing allowed. But then we're going with the universal shaft and the cantilever. Ooh, the cantilever. That'll be fun. Nice. Some cool stuff coming up. Lots of pieces will be attached to the main body. You're flipping a lot of pages there. What are you doing?
Just seeing how many pages there are. 47 pages,
Ish.
65 steps. Does it 65? What step are we on? Oh, Nate.
Yeah, we're on 36.
6. You're
Halfway
you're more
there.
than halfway.
I didn't think I would be able to do this. I did not think I'd be able to do
That's
this.
awesome. Whoa, we're
Crazy.
good. Whoa, there's my hand.
Wow. That was a really focused video.
Spoiler
So normally we like step away and give little tours of what are you doing? Give little tours of the shelf and
Adjusting.
take breaks. But I got really focused on those shocks and I wanted to get them done because honestly, when I was talking to Abby about going live tonight,
Who are we spamming with love tonight?
Well, hold on.
I don't know.
I don't know yet for sure, but I was, it's always a surprise. We'll tell people at the end.
But we don't know. Quit burping.
I was
See,
dreading
when you guys
this
see
stuff.
it, when you guys see a cut in our main video, it's
I'm
Nate
burping or
burping.
something.
He burps a lot.
Or I said I
Blah,
just
blah,
said
blah.
the wrong name instead of whatever. I was kind of dreading the shocks. I knew that it would be a little bit messy, and I could just see all the small parts and they're in separate bags and stuff.
Look at
So
that, though. You did it.
I'm happy that they're done.
You did it.
I feel like the next steps will be fun because we'll be attaching. I mean, this is a lot of work for such a singular little small compact thing, and it doesn't look like much reward visually. So, when we start adding more parts to the truck and adding a motor to a truck is awesome. Tim, oh my gosh. Thank you.
Thank you.
As we're wrapping it up here too, I feel bad. But thank you very much. Was he even chatting in there?
He came in toward the end. He hasn't been here very long, but yeah,
Well,
he was
thank
chatting
you.
a little bit.
Thank you very much. That's so
Whoa.
awesome of you. Yeah, so
Oh my gosh, hold the camera steady, Abby.
I was not looking forward to doing these shocks, but they're done and I'm happy and I couldn't have done it without you guys. And that's the point of this live build. I knew this would be slow. This is the first time we've ever done this, obviously.
You did good.
Is this our 5th or 6th time going live?
Sixth. Part 6.
Total time?
Yep.
That's not bad. So we're probably looking at maybe 6 more live videos. I don't know. Maybe 10 more to get it done. Number-wise, we are halfway there. I don't know, though.
I feel like the hardest parts are over.
I don't know. There's a lot of parts still down there.
Maybe not.
A whole lot of parts. So
153 minutes going live tonight.
that means a lot more fun to come in the future. And thank you, Dan, for the cool new tool to slice off the...
You never answered. They asked about the Mandalorian. Steve Bronner
yeah,
just
really
talked about
quickly.
Baby Yoda.
And also, shout out to Tim.
Don't do spoilers.
No
if you want
spoilers,
to.
but I spoke
Oh,
with Stan.
Stan.
Oh my gosh, you guys coming in here at the end. What are you doing? We're trying to say bye. I'm just kidding. Just thank you. Thank
Thank
you.
you, Stan.
That will buy more
Appreciate
soap
it.
so I can wash the
and
oils off my hands.
Stan, you have sent some stuff, and
It's over there. Thank
we've
you.
unboxed the first part of it, and then we got your Christmas boxes, right? It was Christmas stuff.
And other people that have sent things too.
We should
if
have
you're here,
we should have a fan or like a mail time video soon.
We've got stuff. It's over in the corner, ready to go. Thank you both for those.
RC Mass says you'll fly through the rest as long as you can find the parts. So
I'll try my best to have 2
I feel like you've gotten
steps.
the hardest parts done.
Before we go live, I'll set maybe 2 steps worth out.
For pizza and wings.
Thank you.
Just had a fried egg sandwich.
That sounds good.
Stan, you need the pizza and wings.
Yeah.
You're eating fried eggs.
Eggs are good for you, though, compared to pizza and wings.
They're not. They're cholesterol. Depends on how you eat it.
But
I like eggs.
Stan Stan I think likes Star Wars stuff too.
Did
but
we
Tim,
get Alan's Christmas card? I think so. We opened some Christmas cards. I'm pretty sure we got it.
I think we recorded it.
Should be in the video whenever we get it posted.
So shout out to my buddy Tim and to the person that was asking about The Mandalorian without any spoilers at all. I will say, and hopefully Tim, I'm hoping you started watching it. Someone talking. Yeah, thank you, Stan.
I cut his hair too.
Yeah, I feel like I shed weight when that happened. The Mandalorian is an amazing show. I think that I don't care your viewpoints on Disney or whatever.
How the Disney Plus the streaming
terrible. Quality kind of sucks right now. I'm surprised that's still bad, but I was able to get through it. If you want to pay the $7 or something for Disney Plus for 1 month, and actually they give you a week for free when you sign up. I think you have to pay for the first month though. It is so worth the $7. Now what I've learned is they're releasing Mandalorian. I thought after episode 7 it was done. And if you watch it, you'll know why. And there were not any more episodes. But a week later, I found out they released episode 8. So I still have to watch episode 8. And no spoilers anywhere. You'll be blocked forever if there are spoilers released in the... But it's an amazing show. It's a very slow-paced show, but not as slow as the first original 3 movies. Randall Hill, yes, we should watch it together after the live. Just know that I'll be watching it with you. FamJ, what? You guys are amazing. I was so focused through the video... and the build.
It was hard. I tried, you were very focused. So I tried not to distract you very much.
I keep saying shout out to Tim. I think you would love it. We texted a little bit about watching The Mandalorian. It's a very slow paced. I think the family could watch it. There might be some language or something. But man, is it good. As far as storyline goes, and as a standalone storyline, not having to know much about Star Wars in general.
I haven't watched it yet.
It's such a good... story on its own 2 feet.
Dan, you better not. He will unfriend you
forever.
You send him pictures of the Star Wars park.
People, especially that have sat through this whole live stream and have followed us through this build and stuff and enjoy this kind of content, would love that. It's a slower paced, I know Star Wars is a space western, but this just glorifies that whole slow paced western story in space really well. It's got an amazing storyline. Any problems with the X-Max? Yeah, we've broken a couple things.
The wheel's not on. It's back there.
But electronics.
I broke the wheel off.
Electronics and stuff
are
fine, but plastic does break sometimes.
I've broken quite a few plastic parts. Our body could look better.
Yeah, but that's about it. Mandalorian's great. I really wish I got some kind of a sponsorship for saying that or something, but it's amazing, and I love sharing good experiences. And so I think that you guys would probably really enjoy that. And Tim, next time I talk to you, you better have watched at least 1 or 2 episodes by the time I talk to you. But anyway, Mandalorian's amazing, and I think that's very much worth your time. Good storyline. I don't want to give anything away, but at the end of episode 7, I was like, I can't believe that's the end of this season. I can't wait till next year. So I'm really happy there's another episode out now. Really awesome show. I'd love to talk to any of you guys about it privately, so as not to ruin it for other people. And after you've watched stuff, it's such a cool show. A lot of chat coming in before we wrap the video up here. A lot of chat coming in.
Thanks, Grey Wolf. That's really nice of you to say.
Yeah. His ship as an RC would be very cool. I'm really greasy here with
It's
oil,
fine.
but yeah.
It's just a tripod.
Yeah, Cody, we're married. We share the hobby together.
I feel like a bunch of people have popped in right now. FPV Club, haven't seen them comment.
Yeah, we had a lot
Riley
of chat popping up.
XPLMR. Like,
Did
I haven't
did
seen these
YouTube like
people.
just notify people of
don't- who
this
knows?
live or something? FPV Club, awesome. Love your Spark. Yes, FamJ, awesome drone.
All right, that was enough.
Okay.
Bye.
Forever. Yeah. Some
That's
people are
sad.
just horrible. That's okay. Yeah, I don't like to watch trailers most of the time for stuff too, in case it would
No.
ruin it. Because trailers a lot of times show the best moments of the movie. Isn't that awful?
No problems with the Creighton 8S yet. I'd like to get the speed pinion to make it go faster.
No, RC Master, I'm not giving anything away. He said he muted us. It's like he didn't want to.
Oh,
No, nothing. No details.
Okay.
Yeah,
All right,
we got
guys.
some kind
Apparently,
of
we're getting bombarded, but that's okay.
It's fine.
We're getting ready to get off anyways. We appreciate all your guys' help.
Yeah,
And just getting this built. You're doing a really good job, Nate.
thank you. This was a lot of fun, and I couldn't have done this without you guys. We're excited a couple weeks from now to go live again, and to you guys doing the super chats, especially at the tail end there, that's amazing. Thank you so much. I'm sorry that, I know they stay up here for a while when you do super chat, and I feel bad because we're probably going to end before those timers
They can't
go
see
down.
them. They're not there for you. Well, they're on the chat side, maybe.
You need to get one more there.
What?
Just the most there. Yeah. Oh, and we're gonna do just a little bit of Sailor Live Love Bomb here. I think who we should do is the guy that was in the UK watching at 3:30 this morning. For him, the new friend that we found a week or so ago, and he does really cinematic shots.
Yeah.
He's not live right now, but if you guys want to, take a minute here, pull up his channel and link it.
Yeah.
And we're going to, as we leave, we like to go to a smaller channel, their most recent video, and just say, hey, stopping by from the RC Sailors, sending a little RC love your way, give you guys an opportunity to discover a new channel, and maybe you subscribe if you want to. There's a really nice person that is, he's gave a nice little shout out to us, and just a really cool person in the RC world.
Go to his Deadbolt
Thank you,
unboxing
Randall.
video.
Thank you
Actually,
very
I guess
much.
I'll just link that video. Let's see.
Yeah, we're getting a lot of love here at the end of this video.
Well, that's because,
a little bit of nasty people
inappropriateness.
too.
But
so
that's okay because
more positivity. Thank you.
Positive people, nice people, they always win in the end.
Yes, from
Good guys.
Denmark too. Wow.
All right, so this is, oh, hey, thanks, Randall.
Yeah, exactly.
That's so nice
what I
of
was
you.
saying. Even more.
They don't want us to end.
The good always prevails
Yeah.
the evil. Always.
And we've had to deal with a lot of hate the last couple weeks, but also a ton of love.
Yeah, thank you.
More love than hate. So thank you guys for your constant support. It means the world to us.
Yes.
And we don't like to give haters
Any time of day.
attention. So it's fine. We don't listen
Okay,
to it.
so
Yeah.
Holly Hill
He-
RC.
if you were in the live stream earlier, he was here.
Mm-hmm.
I've been watching a lot of his videos. You've been watching too.
A couple of them I've seen.
He does like really cinematic trail videos.
They're fun. I mean, it's very specific, and you, considering you guys are here for crawling and stuff, hopefully you would like this. Abby just linked it, so check them out. We're going to end the video here.
Oh no, I lost my chat.
Was that a specific? That's
yeah,
okay.
That's the one. This is the video where he has the deadbolt, and he mentions us in that video, which
That's
is
cool.
Not the reason we're giving a shout out.
He's just a nice guy.
Yeah, we just kind of stumbled across him. I think he commented on one of our videos, and then I went over to his channel and was like, "Huh, look, he mentioned us. Like that's so
Right.
cool."
Just
'Cause
coincidence.
that was like his newest video, and I checked him out.
Yeah.
So.
Yep. We're so send him some love. We're going to end the video, and even if just a few of you go over there, that'd be really awesome. He'll really appreciate that. Maybe you decide to subscribe, and we did some good stuff. Made some good progress, didn't we?
Yeah, good job.
Thank you guys for your amazing super chats. You're the best. Sorry that you hit those at the tail end, but that's amazing, and I know those are going to go away.
January 18th at 9:30 p.m. Eastern. You guys help us remember because we have a hectic life. And we have been known to forget sometimes.
We have forgotten.
So where are you, Dan?
Dave.
Oh, they're here.
Yeah.
They're here. You all got quiet for a little bit. So,
Holly Hill RC, send some love. Thank you very much, everyone. Thanks a lot for watching. We'll see you in the next video.
Bye. See y'all. Now we have to find the end button. There it is. Bye.